Hello,
None of us got any
once
sleep.
again to Voros on D&D with the Boys. So last time we met up with everyone met up with each other because this is B team now. So everyone, from what you know, last time everyone,
it's team 1. We already did team A.
A and B. It's way easier to make my brain like it.
Team Triangle?
Team Rhombus.
Oh my god.
Okay, so we have Team B with us today. We have Derrick, Sharese, and Andrew. Chance is here, but he's not playing, so he might bang around some stuff in the background. So what you guys had done last time was you were captured by the Drow, escaped that with some other people that ported in, and a few others that were already there. You guys then left the prison of Velkenval. You guys all got in a millipede cart, traveled down some tunnels, fought a goat demon. Adagio went from purple to brown.
And lost his tail and his horns.
And then you kept going, and then eventually the others decided that it'd be best to split up, I guess, we'll say. Because it didn't happen in the story, but it already happened on their end.
In real life.
So you guys were given the millipede, and the rest of them went on foot. They went to Slubadup, the place of the Quotoa. You three and Julieta, the dwarf lady, all agreed to go to Bligdenstone.
It's the gnome town, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What was exactly the reason for going to Bligdenstone?
Because I didn't want to go anywhere else.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's the nearest hospitable place that we knew of.
Okay.
That didn't have fish people in it.
Oh, I need my... I
I heard the fish people are bad.
I need my book for the whole campaign.
Everyone else went to Slytherin?
Slytherin? Can't forget this.
This is spooky.
Okay. So let me go on the page I need to go to. So I'll explain what the terrain and stuff looks like down here a bit more. Because it's not just really hollow, straight tunnels and stuff. So... The Underdark is a vast network of caverns, tunnels, vaults, and passages stretching from one end of the continent to the other. Its physical features are even more varied than those in the surface world. Subterranean rivers, fungus fields, deep gorges, underground cities, yawning chasms. The adventurers will have to deal with all of these features and more. So it's more or less like... It's not just tunnels that go straight, it's like... You get open big caverns with stalactites that are so high up they almost have their own. It feels like there could just be clouds here. It's so high. Or you guys go into tunnels that are 5 feet tall and you just squeeze through kind of stuff. It's like very one or the other a lot of the times. But so far the only tunnels you guys have been through look like they've been more or less carved out by something, maybe a giant creature or something tunneling through Earth. Like it looks more like, so far, it looks more or less like a circular, like inside of a cylinder kind of tunnel. That varies on height and stuff.
Can we look for like tracks or something?
Go
Tracks
ahead.
for what?
Specific tracks of like animals.
Go ahead,
anything
Luke.
anything like that. Yes, I'm Luke now.
Well, you're on a millipede.
I'll hop off. I'll look off the. I'm gonna hop off the
Throw
millipede.
him off
look
the
for-
millipede.
Look for tracks.
I hate the smell of purple. Don't worry about it.
Where's my D20?
Also, you guys have one of the few times.
That's a great first roll for the session, people. That's a natural 1.
That was an idea for our D&D group online. Let's call it Nat 1.
Oh boy.
But
Alright.
I didn't like that one as much.
I didn't find anything. I guess.
Yeah, you're struggling to find much because it's mostly just solid rock.
Alright.
There's not a lot of places where someone could leave a track. It's not like soft and dirty and muddy.
Actually, now I'm kind of sitting right next to the mic, aren't I?
Yeah. So let's see. What you were told is that it'll take you about anywhere from 20 to 29 days to get to Bligdenstone. So about a month.
A month?
I thought that was the Drow place.
To Menzo,
Yeah.
it's more or less the same.
Oh, well.
You guys are
it's better
just
than-
going a
better
different
than
way.
Fishland.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any more drow. Yeah, no fishland, no drow.
Okay. So you guys, from what you were told, you don't have a guide with you anymore. So I'm gonna. But you were given. I'll say you were given
They didn't really
directions.
have much
Like
of a guide to begin with.
I'll say you guys were given directions from Topsy and Turvy because they know the way to Blignenstone. They would have
Yeah.
said like, if you're going that way, then look for the weird rock and then turn take a left and
Rock.
then, and then look for the river. And
Everything is rock.
Yeah. We'll look for the rock
Actually-
that looks like a bat or something.
Okay. Bat,
And so-
like bat or bat?
Squeak, squeak. So you guys are kind of circling around this like lake.
Bush.
They would have said there's a big lake in the middle of the Underdark that a lot of things are referenced from, like this way from the Dark Lake, and
Right.
And you guys haven't seen the lake, but you guys are kind of traveling in a tunnel like that kind of circles around it. So you don't have a visual on it.
We don't have a visual on it.
No.
I don't have a visual on it
None of
with
you
my
have a
devil
visual
sight.
on it.
And with her devil sight.
It's like there's walls of stone, like it's like a mile away from you, but you guys are kind of going around it.
Okay.
Okay.
But you could take your way through there, but it would just be a hassle to try to like swim a huge body of water.
I understand.
And I don't think you guys have a boat. or
Is our
anything.
millipede amphibious?
No.
It's
Okay.
a millipede.
So, do you guys want to look around a little bit more? I'll let
Yes.
you guys look around a little bit more inside the cabin of the millipede.
Yes.
Because there is some more stuff in there that I have yet to mention.
Oh, I thought it was like just
Or a carriage.
a big saddle, not like an actual structure.
No,
There's
it's
a carriage
like
attached to the back of it, like a horse carriage.
Oh, okay. Well, let's look at
I would
it.
like to look.
Well, who's manning the?
I'll drive the millipede.
Who's driving? Okay, so Julieta's in there with you. If you need a reminder, see what she looks like before we. She looks like the redhead right here.
Oh, okay.
Dwarf.
Dwarf,
Dwarf.
mountain dwarf.
Respectable.
Party. So, if you guys want to do an investigation check to see if you can find anything else in here. Also, last time, Petra, I remember you making weapons for some of the other party members that aren't here right now, that were with the other group. So I remember that.
Okay.
They were made of rock.
Yep.
Everything was made of rock.
Rock.
Make a boat out of rock.
If you can make a boat out of metal, you can make a boat out of rock.
That is the rules.
I got a 17 for my investigation check.
Okay?
Investigation is intelligence.
I believe so.
Yes.
Total 20.
Ooh, okay. I'll say you guys can both search around and find a chest, like a small chest, like maybe no bigger than like a volleyball,
Okay.
but square. It is not locked.
I'm
It's
gonna
behind like a barrel next to like one of the walls inside of the. There's like a few barrels in here that are empty.
Does it look like someone placed it there?
It doesn't look like it's supposed to be hidden, but it looks like the jostling around of everything has moved some stuff, so it kind of got smashed in between some barrels.
Okay, I'll open it then.
Okay, you open it, and when you open it, it's made of like this weird fungusy wood. Like they don't have wood in the Underdark, but they have these big tall mushrooms that they can like dry out and cut and turn into this wood substance. It's like a off-white color. It's really light. You open it up. There's like some spider imagery on the inside, like carved into it. Like a web design on the top of the inside of the top of the chest and stuff like that. And inside you see parchment rolled up with string, or it looks like spider silk maybe tied around to like it's like a little scroll or something.
Okay.
No hesitation. I'm gonna read. I'm gonna attempt to read that. I was just gonna look at it.
You unfurl it, or you do undo the string, and you open it up. It's in Undercommon.
Who
Do you know
here
Undercommon?
can read Undercommon? Who here can read Undercommon?
Going to
Do you read Elvish?
reluctantly. No.
Okay.
Who here can read Elvish?
Okay, so I say because Drow kind of mix Undercommon and Elvish, so I say if you know one or the other, you can get the gist of it, more or less.
No.
You can see what it looks like. It's give me a insight check to kind of get an idea of what this might be. Even if you don't understand the language, you get an idea of what kind of document this is.
What was insight?
Insight, I believe that's wisdom. Yeah.
That's a nat 20, my friend.
Okay. This looks like a bill of sale. Or like an invoice. But you don't know what it's about. It has like amounts of, looks like a certain type of money listed, but it's a money you're not aware of, or even if you were, it's in a different language. So.
Did you find anything back there?
Yeah, I found. Here, will you read this?
You move to the top.
Gonna move up front.
Move to the front of the
Fucking
millipede and
run
show
up the
me.
millipede as it's running.
Okay.
I turn to look. What does it say?
Well, no, you're like on the back of the back portion of the millipede.
Not the
reins
front?
go no.
Oh, they go way
they
back.
go way back.
Yeah, like you're basically on the front of the carriage,
I feel like okay.
but the reins are really long.
Okay.
So you show Luke.
It's like a chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like a dog sled, but a really long dog.
Yeah.
A really long dog.
Millipede tongue out.
Okay,
So
what does it say?
Show Luke. What do you read Elvish?
I read Elvish and Undercommon.
Oh shit! I didn't even actually know that. So this is a bill of sale, and it mentions everyone's names that were in that prison, other than
Who are they
Koresh
sold
and Adagio.
to? Who are we supposed to be sold to?
It looks like you were going to be sold to. Oh shit! What's the name? I'll just. It's the house. So it looks like you were going to be sold to a person of the last name Mizrym. Mizrym. I don't know if I have a name, a first name. Let me see. Do we have a name? Except for Fel, the character Fel, he was going to be sold to a Brixis Torth. It says back to Brixis Torth.
Back?
Back
Oh
to
no.
Brixis Torth.
Alright,
Let me see if I can find a name though.
from my understanding of Drow language, are these female names or male names?
You would surmise from what you know of Drow that anyone in big power is
Would be female.
probably a female.
Okay.
I'll just say that you were to be delivered to House Mizrym.
Alright,
No
does
name
it,
specific.
does it have any indication of location where they live?
In Menzo Baranzan.
Does it? Oh, it just says men. It just says that name.
Yeah.
Doesn't say where that is in relation to where we were from.
Well, you know, I'll say that Fel would know enough to tell you that that place was called Velkenveld.
Yeah. What direction is House Mizrym from Velkenvelv? Does it say?
Nope.
Okay. We were gonna be. This is our bill of sale. We were going to be sold off. Isn't that nice?
And it says you guys were.
Technically, we're already sold. Technically, we're slaves.
You guys were worth.
Yeah.
Let me look how much you guys were worth.
Oh, and it says we were sold for.
Hold on.
How much are our lives worth? Me, my still black as fuck eye.
Yeah, black eye.
Oh no, my dude Luke is beat to hell.
Okay, my phone's going.
It looks like
slow.
it looks like he was beaten up by a gang before he showed up.
Let's see. You guys
He's limping occasionally.
were sold
He might have a broken finger.
About. It said each body is worth about 3,000 looms. You don't know what that means.
No idea what a loom is.
I don't know
You
how
were
much
worth
of a-
more. You were like 5,000 looms.
That makes sense.
So you say this back into the cart, just Petra in the back, just looking through stuff.
We're worth this many looms.
Looking
I'll
through
say
the book.
it would have said white looms or Mizrym looms.
I could probably make that much wealth in about an hour.
No one
For us to
here
buy
would know
ourselves
what that
back?
equivalent value is, would they? I don't think so.
Nope.
May I do a history check or
Sure,
something
yeah.
to see what that relates to in
Disadvantage.
surface coinage?
Disadvantage.
Lab is
I
going
need
to
another
look for more
D20.
cloak to cover herself because if I can be sold for more,
There's common clothes in here, but they're all drowy design.
That's fine.
Dark purples, dark blues, spider.
Well, I mean, I got a 5 and a 6, so that's a total of 10.
Seems like drow money.
If I can be sold
Try
for
money.
more, then my suspicions of being around other people were correct, and I shouldn't make a scene.
Never have left.
I'll say that you do know that Mizrim is a house that deals in slavery. If that isn't obvious enough.
Okay. There's one other thing I want to do during this whole journey, this whole month-long trip. I want to keep an eye out for various kinds of mushrooms.
Yes. Okay.
Specifically, things that are poisonous.
Okay.
Could I theoretically try to make a history check to see how much a lumen is worth?
A loom?
The logic being, theoretically, my
Your book?
yeah, my book, which is basically a codex on materials, might have like a side note somewhere that, oh, this is worth this, this, and this, and then from that, oh, 500 gold for this much iron is also this many lumens.
Okay. Go for it.
Come on, bud.
9.
I can't find that appendix.
Double.
So history is also intelligence. That's like total 9.
Yeah.
I like the idea that your book has everything. The only difference is you may not be able to find it.
Yep.
It's a magic 8-ball. It says try again.
Yeah.
But yeah, so to find particular kinds of mushrooms, we need a survival check for that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here it's pretty barren in these tunnels you're in right now.
Is there still light in these tunnels from like the
Well,
rocks?
it's
No,
barren, but I
dark as
rolled
fuck, so-
I rolled a 21.
You rolled 21. The only mushrooms you see here are look more or less like a mold or a lichen or something.
I'm gonna take some.
You're gonna stop
Yes,
and take some.
I'm gonna harvest some.
It looks more mundane, just like a moss. It
Okay.
doesn't look poisonous.
Okay.
So I'll say
But
you
now I have some.
You have.
One mundane mushroom.
Okay.
And besides any like light that we have on us, there's no light in these caves.
Not currently.
So
You can see in the dark.
if I notice him going for this moss,
I have no light source. I'm just walking out
Yeah,
there.
he's walking. Yeah.
I'm just walking out there.
I will literally jump out of the cart, run over, and get me some of this goddamn lichen that is literally the reason why I am down here in the first place.
Sure.
But most specifically, I'm looking for poisonous mushrooms so I can make poisons.
Yeah. Do you know? Would Luke know a lot about poisonous mushrooms?
He's proficient with poisoner's kit. He knows all about poisonous
Would
substances.
his previous life, in a way?
To some extent, yeah.
Use
The reason why he knows Undercommon is because he knows someone from the Underdark,
Okay.
and so I would.
Oh. Okay.
In his life, I can't want to say it in front of them because they don't
Did
know.
you tell me about that?
I thought it did. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll tell you. I guess
Just
I'll
text
tell
it
you
to
later.
him.
He wouldn't know Undercommon for no reason.
Sure. Okay. Okay.
Especially not here.
Right. So you go grab some of this too, Petra.
Yep.
Okay. It's just a little sweaty mushroom.
It's a ew.
Sweaty shroom.
Sweaty.
Yeah.
Mundane sweaty shroom.
Does it look edible?
Not really.
Nope, I don't care.
It smells like grass.
I'm going for that sweet, sweet cave moss.
Mm-hmm. That's what that is, basically.
I'm gonna hold some of the mushroom out to the millipede and see if he likes it.
He'll like,
He trilled at me.
yeah. He'll try to grab some of it and he'll spit it out after like
Oh.
a second or two, and it's
Not even the big fella likes it. Are we gonna name him? We're gonna name this millipede. What's his name?
Millipede.
It's very original.
It's a millipede.
How about Millie? Can I tell if it's a boy or a girl?
Can't tell.
Nature check.
It's a millipede.
Nature check.
At this time, Julieta gets
Damn it!
out of the carriage and starts
I
walking
got
up to
a
you guys.
9.
I'm assuming you guys are at the head of the millipede.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 9.
A 9? Nah. She walks out.
Oh yes, you're here too.
Yeah, she.
I said that out loud.
Her hair that was braided is all like frayed now and
Yeah.
like not tidy, and she looks kind of dirty.
Need help with that? I used to do my mother's hair when I was younger.
She ignores you completely. You can't see her.
Yeah, I can.
You can?
I double sight.
Oh yeah. She doesn't know you have double sight.
We can all see in the dark.
No, I just looked directly at
She
her,
won't
but she
even-
she can't. She doesn't know I can see
She'll
her.
just think that you're guessing where you're looking.
Footsteps.
Yes, I can see you. You don't have to ignore me.
She's gonna say, why are we stopping so often?
Looking for materials.
I just want to get back to the surface.
Yes, are you driving?
No.
Fuck you.
I still
It is important for us to be prepared when we arrive.
I still think the best way for us to get
To
back
the
to
surface?
the surface is to find the highest point we can. I can dig from there.
That might be a good way out.
I don't think I've asked you yet. What is your goal here? Do you want to go back? Didn't want to go back to your dwarf place or anything like that?
Yes, I would
No,
like
she
to
wants to
get
go
back
back.
to.
You didn't remember where that was from here, did you?
No, no, I am from Fort Varunvar,
Okay.
and that is on the western edge of Voros.
Okay, that's far away.
I'm not sure where we are now, but yes,
Okay.
I don't know how to get back.
So, considering the fact that this one can dig really well, are we just going to leave those folks to their own devices? Is that what this is?
I think safety in numbers is important.
That also works well.
I only got caught because I was alone.
It doesn't help. Like we can scout. We can. Sitting here doing nothing wouldn't be beneficial.
And didn't...
Oh, it wasn't nothing. I was getting mushrooms.
Wasn't it said before, the purple one, who's like the others down here, said something about the highest point, at least that he knows of, being, what was it, a tower? Was it
Oh,
a
that's right.
Bethel?
He did. That's right. I'm sorry. That was about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It feels that way at least.
He might be our best chance at getting high enough.
Okay. So if nothing else is going on, I'll get back on the millipede and start driving it.
Yeah, Julieta will mention like, oh, that is cave moss. It is a lot like a weed. I know about it. I live in the
Like
mountains.
weed?
No, like a pest.
Oh, okay.
Like a
I'm sure
invasive.
somebody likes it.
It's not edible.
So it's very
Not
hardy,
much.
though?
It grows in places you don't want it. Yes.
Good, good.
Put it in somebody's garden. They're gonna be upset.
Okay.
Let's be on our way.
I have mage hand for that.
On your way.
Sitting back on the millipede.
Okay.
I also have mage hand.
So for food, are you continuing to make your energy balls?
Yep.
Energy balls.
Can I have an energy ball?
No, tofu bars,
Your
yeah.
tofu bars.
Yeah.
I have infinite tofu bars.
I would like a tofu bar.
I like to imagine you make like delicious looking sandwiches that just taste like nothing.
No, it is a block of nutrients. It's a nutrient
It's a
brick.
pill. It's a multivitamin.
No, it's not that pleasant. You have to sit there, just actually eat it.
It's
pour
pure
it.
agony, but it'll keep you alive.
No, it's pure bland.
I'm gonna say that the millipede will eat it, but it won't be happy about it.
As
Is it-
most
okay,
aren't.
nature check. What do millipedes this size normally eat? Nature check.
Yeah.
That's 7.
You don't even know if it's a carnivore or herbivore or omnivore at this point.
Do I know what normal millipedes eat?
Probably like decaying plant
That's
matter
what I thought.
and maybe carrion if they're carnivorous.
Okay. Alright, let's be on our way. What do we find over the next few days, I guess?
Yeah, over the next couple days.
It's a 29-day journey. Come on.
Yep. The outside opens up, or the caverns open up to wider passageways, ones that are much more, I'll say, pleasant to be in, because these tunnels are dark and there's like a constant sort of stagnation to the air in a lot of these places. But the larger tunnels give you more of a sense of being able to breathe better, even though technically you're not. It feels that way. So while you guys are resting before we continue, who's staying up at night to watch or anything? And no one, you don't need to, but who would be?
I would say we take watches, so
Yeah.
so that not one person's up all the time.
Oh,
You
I
don't sleep.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to sleep.
Okay.
So But recently, Petra's gotten an idea in her head. So she will disappear into her bottle. I can still hear from the bottle as if I were in the bottle space.
Okay.
So I can hear perfectly fine, and I'll leave my bat familiar, just also keeping, like, doing a further out rounds.
Okay, gotcha.
Can you see from its eyes?
Not on another dimension, but it still can alert us if it sees something.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it can just do it. It doesn't need to sleep either, does it?
Nope.
Is the bat cute?
It's your average bat. It looks... Actually, it would look like a well-sculpted but not perfect clay structure, like clay sculpture of a bat that is actually a creature, though.
I'm taking much interest in this bat.
I like it.
It's cute. It's hanging out. Can I pet it?
It's flying around.
Oh.
You have to persuade it.
So if that's the case, then I'm gonna say you guys are fine.
And they have blind sense, essentially.
Yeah.
If you guys gonna, so you guys are never gonna take watches. You guys are gonna sleep and let Petra do all the watching.
Honestly, I think blind sense would be better than anything we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
What the heck is this?
Anything you'd be doing in the night,
So,
just for flavor
The-
or anything?
the whole time while I'm in my pot, I believe this thing comes... I've preloaded it with a forge and everything, but I think for right now, Petra's going to be basically just drawing up plans and making prototypes to try and make the item she wants to make.
And what would that be? You can show it to me if you don't want
Yes.
to tell them.
I have it written down.
Okay.
I got a hoagie.
This magic item, but made of this material specifically.
Okay. Is that in the DMG?
Yes, it is. I believe there. I think it's one of those things that has 3 tiers. I'm just trying to make the lowest tier
Okay.
to get a functional prototype.
I'm actually unaware of that magic item.
There's a reason. I think because Petra basically thought, how do I come up with a tool that will help us in our predicament? Well, our predicament, we're trying to get out from underground.
Right.
That item will be very helpful to that end, considering where her mind is right now with getting out.
This one, you mean?
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, that's probably it.
Liv honestly has no idea where to start, and she knows now that we're far further underground than
Yeah.
That.
she could have
Is it
imagined.
multi-tiered?
Yes, I believe it's multi. It should be.
Hmm.
Is it multi? Is it not? Am I wrong about
It says in
everything?
addition you can do the thing.
Oh, I guess.
It's very rare.
No, I'm wrong about everything. No, fine. But that is the magic item I want. I thought it was multi-tier for some reason.
I thought wait, what's the highest tier you can make for a magic item? Was it,
I want to say legendary.
You can make it up to legendary?
Yes, you can't make artifacts. Making legendary magic items takes a very, very long time.
Right, this one's just below that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I say docket. It's on the to-do list.
Sure. Okay. Would you know what you need to make that?
Well,
Would the book tell you?
I'm thinking it would because that's what we were saying. Background to discovery feature was basically emulating is recipes for the magic items.
Yeah.
So,
I can.
theoretically, well,
So would the book tell you what you need, or would the book also tell you the methods to do it?
likely both, but it's the kind of thing I might not. It might be see this page for this, and I can't find the page. So you take your time coming up with the methods for.
I have an idea of what I want to do with that one.
Because I imagine it's a lot of there's a lot of prototyping involved.
Right.
And that's why I'm actually going to mark off iron from my work. Well, I wouldn't need to because it's just iron. I can just melt it back down. That's fine.
Okay. So you get an idea for now. I'll say that. Luke, you're the one looking ahead for everyone at this point, right?
Luke?
Huh?
You done?
I'm done. I thought he was still talking about materials. I'm sorry.
You are the one looking ahead
So rude.
because everyone's in the carriage at this point while you guys
Yes,
are
I am.
driving. So after a couple days of this going on, you see light ahead in the tunnel, a dim blue light. And it looks like it goes in like a bend, and you can see it behind the bend. It looks like it's coming your way. This is a tall. It's thin on the sides, but tall on the roof. It's like you're in there like a ravine. Right?
I call the light to my companions.
Okay. Are you gonna stop the carriage or keep going?
Maybe I think we should do.
Real quick, is this like a floating light, or is it just like a
You
steady
don't see. You
light?
don't see the
Is it-
source. You
is
see
it-
it backlit from the tunnels that are. That's
Is
the
it
curve is
bobbing
coming.
at all?
Yeah.
From
or is it just like a
A little
Like
bit.
a lantern?
Yeah, a little
so
bit.
Someone's holding it. Okay.
Okay. And it's a blue light?
Yeah. A dim
So
blue
it's
light.
it's
I know
around the
nothing
bend?
about anything down
Huh?
It's
here.
around the bend.
It's around a
Yeah, you
bend.
can see it lighting the bend a little bit on the wall.
There-
going your way.
How quickly could I stop the millipede and hop off and look around the corner?
How far away is it?
It's like 100 feet away.
Okay, yeah.
It's enough where you
Oh.
can stop it without probably alerting what's over there if it's a person or something.
And this is along our path.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any other place for us to go? Or
I'll
is
say
this
that
just one
there
way?
you could turn around and find another way.
We'd have to turn the whole millipede around.
Yeah,
I kind of want to investigate what this is.
and the millipede can crawl on the ceiling and stuff, but
Oh!
the carriage would not like work.
It's not strapped down.
No, well, it's basically
Gravity.
gravity would work against it, and it's heavy, so it would probably pull the millipede itself with it. It wouldn't even try to now that it has a carriage strapped to it. But I'm saying like, millipede does what millipede does, unless there's a carriage strapped to it,
Okay.
which is like hundreds of pounds. And it would try to do that, it would just fall.
Okay.
I am going to just like climb on the side of the carriage. So if this is like another millipede passing, you wouldn't be able to see me.
The opposite side?
Yeah, the opposite side.
I'm going to elect to, if there are no objections, stop the millipede, and then I want to hop off and
Right.
stealth and look around the corner and
Sure.
see what the heck it is.
I'll say
You can do
one
that.
thing about what you said, Lav. This tunnel I said is really skinny but tall. It's like you're in a chasm right now,
Okay.
like a split, like a fissure, and it's not.
Is there not enough room
It's
to
not.
do that?
It's like 1.5 millipedes.
What if? Oh, this is the curious thing. What if someone cast spider climb on the millipede? Would it be able to climb no problem?
The carriage.
The
is
carriage
still the issue.
gravity.
How high is the strength? What if I give it enhance ability on athletics checks? I'm just messing with you.
No,
it's
I'm
fine.
thinking.
It's like, what do you have in your kit?
It
I
might
have enhance ability
work.
on athletics checks.
The carriage would probably be like breaking because it'd be slamming again constantly on the side of the wall.
Okay.
Plus, everything in there isn't nailed down. Everything's already been jostled in the
What
carriage.
if we had nails?
Hey, fabricate takes 10 minutes. Though I could theoretically stone shape a nail sprue.
Anyway, I want to stop the millipede and
So I
stealth
can draw
and
this out for you
get
if you
around the
want.
corner.
Okay. Do you want me to draw this out?
I want
Yes,
to
please.
peek around the corner.
Okay.
Can I climb under the carriage if he stops it?
Expo marker.
Because fuck anything here.
Oh.
It's connected to the millipede.
So let me draw this out.
Does it not have wheels?
No, it's a hover carriage.
It has wheels.
Oh,
So
I've been
it's-
looking at this all wrong. I thought the carriage was on the back of the millipede.
With like a millipede
Not on the
palanquin.
back.
It's pulling it.
Not like
Okay,
a camel.
like a horse. Okay,
Yes,
now I
it's,
understand.
it's a chariot.
Now I
basically.
understand.
It's a dog sled with a long dog. So I would like,
Let me just draw this.
I deploy bat. So you peek around the corner, the bat is like right above your head, also peeking around the corner.
So you guys are coming this way,
Okay.
and you see some light
All right,
illuminating this
uh,
back wall from this direction.
Time to roll stealth.
Each tile is 5 feet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll put the millipede like
That's an 18 for stealth.
this, and then the mandibles, I guess. And then the carriage is like the wheels.
I got a dirty 20 for stealth.
Okay, let me get your guys' things done. 20 for stealth.
Dirty 20.
Sorry, yeah. You're gonna stay in there?
If I lay down in the carriage, do I have full cover?
You're full cover if you're just in it, because it has doors in the back.
You're in the carriage?
Oh, it's only like doors in the back.
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay.
I was thinking the carriage was
I'll
far
say there's
more
a
open.
window. There's like 2 windows in the front that you could talk to the driver.
Oh, I would like to lay on the floor in the carriage then.
So, can I Eldritch Blast out the front
Yeah,
window?
you just drive by!
You could, yeah.
Okay, sure, yeah. No, this seems great to me.
Hold on, if my computer locks up.
If diplomacy fails, drive by?
You're still
Okay.
going. Okay.
What is the millipede's actual speed?
When it's not dashing, it's like 60 feet.
It has 60-foot speed?
Yeah.
Hell, we could do drive-by.
It's like a horse.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a movement
This
animal.
fast.
Imagine
Yeah.
it hasted.
Oh.
All
I
right.
could
Anyway,
run,
anyway,
I could run next
Oh, you see multiple
It's like
lights
a wee
now.
bit faster than me.
There's multiple light sources of the same light now.
For now.
Oh, multiple.
Does it look like I've been seen? I rolled 18 on stealth.
No.
Okay.
You're gonna peek around the corner.
What do I see?
You see.
Just don't fucking drown. It's probably drown.
You see 2 of these.
That's Drow.
It's half spider, half people. You see. Let me see. You see 2 of those. You see. 3. Sorry, 3 other drow as well. Normal drow.
I'm going to sit on
One
them.
looks like it's in robes. One's in robes. 2 are in leather armors.
There's no other way to go except backwards.
You can go back and find them the way around. Also, with them, you see that there are 4 people manacled up and chained that they're leading somewhere, and they all have staves with that glowstone you harvested before on staves lighting the halls.
I'm going to motion back to them. Back. We're leaving. We're back. We're leaving. We're going.
So it looks like they have 4
I wanna
prisoners
run
with
away.
them.
So, but the instructions to get to the place we're going go through here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but you could find another way around and try a loop back, but it might cost you some time and like a few days.
I have a bad idea.
What's your bad idea?
Well, you're a sneaky boy, aren't you? You can make attacks, can't you? If you hit
I
them
can also-
glowstones hard enough, they flashbang.
They do flashbang.
They do flashbang.
If you theoretically make a ranged attack,
100-foot ceiling, by the way. I spelled ceiling wrong, probably.
you flashbang. We book it past. Maybe try to grab the slaves on the way and build up a rebellion. I don't know. We probably have room in the carriage.
You have room on the millipede at least.
Yeah.
Something weird about all those slaves, or whatever they are, they're all bald.
Okay.
Are they? Well, I can't see them. Never mind.
No. One's a girl, 3 are guys.
Can
I
you
guess.
see them?
Yeah, through my bed.
Petra?
What?
Oh, technically I don't know their slaves. Never mind.
You don't know I can
So-
see
I
through
don't
my
know,
bed.
I don't know.
The
I don't
glowstone,
know.
I kind of tweaked the rules a bit because I realized it's really overpowered and you guys can have 1,000,000 of them. So I said originally like 3 uses of that and it's done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that it can constantly be hit and stuff and do the blinding effect, but once you save, you're immune to that for 24 hours. Like how other monsters do stuff like that.
I still don't want to.
And it's a con save to save against the blinding effect.
And that the millipede is 60 feet movement when that's its base movement speed.
Okay.
So if we have it dash 120 feet,
Yeah. Okay, hold on a second. It says there's 1 Drider, 3 Drow.
2 Driders,
2 Driders.
3 Drow. One of the normal Drow looks like a Roby type.
I think that if there's 1 Drider, 3 Drow, we could probably take them. 2 Driders, I don't know about that.
I'm not saying fight. I'm saying run past.
Well, what I'm worried about is they're going to opportunity attack the millipede.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's what I'm worried about.
They're coming. Make a decision.
Let me just see what I can do.
I'm in the carriage.
Well, oh. I'm gonna cast invisibility on the millipede.
Cast it. Everything the millipede has on it and the millipede disappears.
Holy fuck.
I don't think that makes you guys disappear, so you guys are
Yep.
floating.
And I
Oh,
don't
we're
think
They
floating?
look like you are.
I don't think it would make the.
I think it's easier for us to sneak than a millipede.
I strangely don't think it would make the carriage invisible because the millipede isn't quote unquote carrying the carriage. It's
oh,
pulling.
okay. No, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not
So there's
carrying
a
it.
carriage
Okay.
that is.
Wait.
It looks like it's rolling by
Anything
itself.
anything you're wielding also would it count as because if it's
That's a weird.
It's a weird thing.
Wow.
I don't think if you're invisible
If you're
and pushing a
driving it-
wheelbarrow, you don't make the wheelbarrow invisible.
Okay. I guess I'll rethink
Yeah,
this.
yeah. So
Guess I'll
if you
rethink
did do
this.
that, it would look like the carriage. Because if it was really
Cast
what it was, it would probably just
invisibility
tip
on
a
the
little bit.
carriage.
But since it's attached
No,
to the
it has to be a
millipede,
creature.
Oh,
it would be upright.
He invented a car.
Yeah, yeah. Luke the locomotive.
Congratulations,
I
you're
invented
It's a locomotive.
Ahead of your-
Locomotive.
ahead of your time.
A locomotive. It's lucrative.
All right. I'm going to diplomacy this. That's what I'm gonna do.
Let me put them on.
You
the
guys ready
map.
for some
You're
diplomacy?
gonna do the thing?
Ready for some diplomacy?
It's finally happening.
Let me
Ready
put
for
some
diplomacy?
guys on the map.
Yep, I've melded into stone ready.
All right. I'm gonna cast disguise self. Make myself look like a drow.
Okay, let me do this.
With drow gear and stuff, and I'll be female.
So the mage guy and the two other drow are carrying glowstone staves.
So here's something I want to point out real quick.
Do you need us to do anything?
Look like your slaves.
Oh, that most important question.
And have the bill of sale.
Yes. So, the direction we're going, would we have any clue whether this was a direction towards Mesro?
Menzo?
Menzo, yes.
Menzo Branson. Let me check the map.
Relaying information. You relaying through the back, relaying it to me?
Sure.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I think I have enough magical knowledge to
So-
know that's familiar. Hey, maybe.
Yeah,
Give
probably.
me a survival check to figure that out.
Figure what out?
Oh, it's not my
Direction.
plan. It's not my plan, it's his.
All right, so I want to do things. I want to cast. Well, I guess I'll do this one first. Survival check. That's a. It's a 11
For
survival.
for
For what did you wanted me to
What
roll?
you
Oh,
what
for
you
you,
wanted
okay.
him to roll for?
So
Since apparently it's my
you were
plan.
told that if you go from Belkinville, you go north and then you go west.
Okay.
So both those places lead to Menzo and Bligdenstone, but there is a point where it splits off. So you guys are early enough in your journey right now where you could be going either way.
Okay. So
You haven't made
what I want
decisive
if I
turn
have
yet.
what I want to do, I want to cast disguise self, then enhance ability. For charisma.
That doesn't break concentration.
Nope. Disguise self is not concentration. Enhance ability is.
Interesting. Okay.
And I want to make myself look female.
Yes.
And with my ability, I have as a mastermind, I can mimic accents.
Okay.
You a liar? You get a guidance because you about to lie.
You're right, yo asshole.
With mimicking accents, I want to make myself out to be like a female with a husky voice, because he's not a big guy. He doesn't have a super deep voice in the first place. And now that I
Doesn't
have
really correlate, I don't think, but okay.
yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn into a drow.
Yes.
I'll go back there, hold the bill of sale out,
Yes.
and I'm gonna clamp irons on you guys real quick.
Do it.
You guys have the old ones that you broke out of
Yeah,
still.
we didn't get rid of him.
Yeah, you didn't get rid
I
of the
don't think
ones.
so. No. Yeah, we still
from
have.
Belkinville.
Just fuck it.
And I don't think any of you guys broke them. Did you? Break
No.
them?
No, we didn't break them. No, we
No, we
only used
opened them with the key.
Julieta will go along with
I told her
the
I'm
plan.
gonna it's like, hey, it's Luke, hey, it's me.
You're pretty good. Okay.
Yeah. I'm feeling very persuasive right now.
Sure. Okay.
Okay, and then
They're gonna-
I'm going to get back on the back of the millipede.
It's not invisible.
Mush.
Mush. So
Mush.
the millipede and you are going. I'll say that they turn the corner and they see
Yes.
you. They see all of you.
This is why we still need the bluff skill to be a thing.
It's all deception, baby.
All right. Let me see if I can just position these guys. The mage looks like he's always in the back.
Okay.
These driders have swords and bows on their backs.
Okay.
They see you.
They see me.
The driders say in Undercommon
Right.
they'll tell you to halt, and they'll say state your business.
So, from being around Drow for this long, do I know that driders are higher up in the hierarchy than regular female Drow are?
They're lower.
Or lower?
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm gonna act superior to them. I'm gonna say to them back at Undercommon, I'm gonna say to them along the lines of, you have no business to be halting me.
So
Let me pass.
So which of these Driders seems to be the one taking the lead for this
The
social?
green, we'll call the green one
Okay.
on the map.
Some spells aren't really very detectable.
Yeah, more or less.
I mean, they're effects,
Sure.
as I understand it. I'm a cat. I am going to, on the green one, cast Hex.
Okay. Interesting.
Bonus action. And I'm going to Hex Wisdom.
There you go.
Okay.
There it is.
Whew!
Let me get the hex thing up.
Punchy girl sitting in wait.
Hex.
Everything's kind of just r/whooshing on her.
Yeah, they speak
Other
a
than
bunch
the
of
plan.
different
I'm
languages
so
and they don't understand. It's like, whoa. But obviously, I'm gonna say so. You have no reason to keep me here. Let me pass.
He will turn around and talk to his superior, the mage. The mage is a female,
Okay.
I'll say.
Wait. So the Driders are male. Oh! Oh!
Yep.
Fuck!
Dread is a male.
Well, God. Well, shucks. So. Okay, so if I would have known that,
Yeah.
they're very low on the totem pole,
Yeah.
and then okay.
I don't think you would have known that though.
Well, what?
Actually, I think he
Would
would
you
have.
have known that?
Like, I think she knows enough that the females are the higher ups.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I didn't realize. I thought it was like, oh, a bunch of just drow women just strolling along.
didn't have all the
Spider
info.
Woman.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's fine. When Hex the
the important looking
the
one.
mage.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay. Either way, when Luke talks to the Drider and says like whatever,
Yeah.
he'll like look all like and turn to his superior and say Lady Zin, who talk to them for me, and then she'll step forward and say I guess she wouldn't be able to detect a hex on her.
Nope.
It does not specify that in the spell.
Okay. She will say, what house are you belong to?
Mizrim.
What is your name?
Can you give me like a female drow name? I don't know what female drow names are.
Mayrina?
Marina Mizrim. On orders from House of Mizrim to give these slaves in the back to Menzo.
Oh, I'll say there is a name signed on that bill of sale. Ilvara. Which is the
Ilvara.
name of the jailer lady,
Right.
the priestess that was
Right.
there. So I'll say
Ordered
that-
by Ilvara to take these slaves to Menzo. Some of them escaped. We managed to round a few of them up.
She will say
To Marina? My name is
Mayrina.
Marina.
Mayrina.
Mayrina.
That's your
You drow on
cross-dressing
name.
alias.
Yeah.
Okay. She will say.
I don't know.
I
we're
can't eat my
pretty
sandwich right
convincing
now because I'm pretty
No,
talking right now.
Give me a persuasion check,
Okay.
or no, deception,
Yes.
because.
Because I'm lying.
Well, yeah. Also, I need my dice. I don't know where my dice are.
She has disadvantage on wisdom checks,
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. My dice
That's-
are right here.
Oh, that's fantastic.
and that's why I hexed her.
Okay.
Fuck.
That's fantastic.
Guidance drops on you, but that's fine.
Is guidance touch?
That's-
Guidance is concentration,
Okay.
and so is hex.
Or concentration. Okay. Are you guys staying in the castle?
Yeah.
Yep.
What'd you get there, son?
29.
Ooh.
I rolled 19.
Okay.
She has disadvantage to insight check me.
Yep.
I rolled 29 on the die.
Good job. She
Thank you, enhance ability. The other one was like an 8.
her name was, you heard her name was just Zin, like Lady Zin.
Zim. And then he's Zim.
Zin.
Invader Sin.
Yeah.
No.
Is she invading?
She says very well. Funny enough, I was taking these to Valkenfeld. She points to the 4 people there.
You better hurry then.
She says, if they escaped, then is it not safe?
No, they have it under control by now. For those that we rounded up, like these ones back here.
Well, she can't see anyone's.
No, she can't see any of them back there. Says I have 3 in the back.
Where are your gods?
It is unfortunate. We ran into a spot of trouble. I point out. The fuck kind of underdark beast are there?
Maybe a history check.
History check. Okay. Have I heard anything from Fel at this point?
I'll just.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh, okay.
So Umber Hulk's attacked us.
Okay. She'll say, must have been a grisly encounter.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need assistance? I can offer you one of my drivers.
Let me think about this for a second.
She's gonna say, well, she says, if you do not have gods, then how are you keeping them in line?
Good point. I will require one of your drivers to assist us.
She'll look at one of them and say, you have a new employer right now. And then...
I was like... I just point, hey, come here.
the yellow one here will scuttle over to you and will say, my lady has given me up to you.
Very good. I hope you serve me well.
He says, I am ready to serve. Give me orders.
Follow behind over here on my side, right over here.
So he's next to you.
And keep watch as we're walking.
Okay. Well, I say he's got a long sword and a bow. I won't say he has a spear. I was giving him a spear pose.
Okay.
And she'll point to these back there and she'll say, those prisoners, and she'll say, it has been a while since we had Charnik here. You don't know what a Charnik is.
This we've had Chad Charnik here. Okay.
And she'll say, she'll ask you, is the anti-magic field still on the cell?
Oh yeah, it is.
And she'll say,
basically saying like, oh yes, it is.
She'll say, well, they're very good because these Charnik are quite problematic with that, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Oh, context. I'm picking it up.
And then she'll continue on, passing you.
Yeah.
The prisoners look up at you.
I give him the stink eye.
And they're like, and then they continue on. If you guys don't want to do anything, they'll pass you by.
I'm not doing anything.
I'm in the carriage. You can't even.
Yeah.
We gained a goon!
For an hour.
I can
Unless
name
I hide and recast
I'll name
it.
him.
Unless I hide somewhere and recast it.
See, this is the power of having a face.
Face, baby!
His name is Zereth.
Zereth. Okay, Zereth.
That's a dope name.
You're my goon for the next couple hours.
He's not
I can cast a disguise self 3 more times.
Fuck, okay. How good are Drow at...
How good are Driders?
I'm gonna tell him to jump off a fucking cliff.
The sad part is with Drow
He
Society,
has to.
you probably do it.
Stab yourself in the
Investigate that.
throat right
Don't
now.
come back.
Fuck.
Theoretically speaking, though, even better. If you actually, this probably work. My other idea is, whenever we go to sleep, I'll stay in the cabin and stuff. He can't see me. I'll rest, get all my spell slots back, and just keep casting disguise self over and over again.
Right.
Theoretically speaking.
Okay. Do we want to wait till Andrew gets back, or are you going?
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're gone. We have him.
Yeah.
His name is Zereth. Let me write that
Zereth.
down.
If you want a last name, he's not from any big house in the Drow
Zereth.
Society. He has a last name, but I don't know if you care.
Okay.
Okay. So, moving on, I guess.
Let me write down the spell slots.
This Zereth character, he's in, like, scale armor.
Okay.
No helmet. Long hair, long white hair. Not styled in any way, it's just flowing down his head. You do know that they can probably climb on walls.
Mm-hmm.
and you are aware some sort of that drow. Every drow has some natural spell casting they can do. You're assuming the Drider is no different. And I guess that's it for that
Alright,
Encounter.
in an hour we have to kill him. Because it wears off in an hour.
Maybe.
Unless, like I was saying to him, I keep casting Disguise Self over and over again and hide in the carriage whenever I need to like sleep. We can just keep him around for a while.
What do we have in the back of the carriage? Did I give those glowing crystal rock things to the other party?
If you didn't want to, they never used any
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I
on
only
the
have
old
one.
sessions before, so
So
couldn't get
you
any.
could say no.
so I'd have my glowing rocks,
Okay.
and
You have your methamphetamine rock,
I'm gonna go.
crack rock.
I'm gonna be a little bit clever. So, Drider is, I imagine, up with them. I'm going to try to quietly spend 10 minutes and cast a spell.
Okay, well, if you guys pick up the Drider, he can't keep up with the millipede. So he might want to, unless you like force him and just be like, "Hey, bitch, run alongside me."
Run!
You serve
I want
him.
to see you work.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay,
God
he will have
damn.
to follow you.
Because it's gonna be
because
easier to kill him later. 'Cause
You
he'll be
are
tired.
his mistress at this point.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We need to be there on time.
Okay.
Ooh, them deadlines.
The other guy's literally on foot.
Yeah. Well, they didn't have mounts.
They didn't have a mount. So, I want to try with my 3 crystals.
Yeah.
I want to try to cast Fabricate on them.
On
The crystals.
right. Oh, the crystals.
The hope being, because like this whole carriage, right? Unless you're looking out the windows, you can't really like see out of it.
Or the back door. Yeah.
So what if the back door's closed?
Then you're good.
Okay, so while the Drider is following along, because
Trying
theoretically,
his hardest to, his speed is 30 feet, so he's sprinting the entire time. He's gonna get too exhausted over a period of time, but
no one having seen me wearing the collar, I will fabricate these crystals into a new slave collar. One that looks in the same style of the old one, but more ornate.
if you mess with them, they'll lose their property.
I don't care about the property.
Okay.
I just want the idea that it looks a little bit pretty.
It's a crystal version of the slave collar.
A little bit, but more ornate, and it has a sort of crystal chain and a little plaque thing.
Like a pendant.
Yes, like the kind of thing that a particularly vain drow would get for a favorite slave.
Okay.
Oh.
Like a dog collar.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Kind of kinky. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite. Okay, I don't know you're doing this. 'Cause I can't see it. But I had something I was gonna do anyway.
Okay.
All right, so
Everything's
And like your
Yo, how's Lab doing?
she can't understand the word that's being said.
I don't know
Derrick,
what's
and she
being- I don't know
We
what
have
anyone's
windows.
saying.
You can see what you can
I
see what's happening.
peek. I know there's a spider person out there. I've never seen that. That's
Yeah,
new.
you're wigged out.
I was just like, you know what? No one's walked in here asking for a fight yet. I'm just gonna sit here and trust in whatever plan this may or may not be.
but you're driving the millipede.
Yes.
And Driderman is like just fucking booking it behind
on the
us.
side.
She's gonna get exhausted after a few hours of this.
Good.
Okay. So yeah, I will peek my head out.
How many levels of exhaustion does it take for them to get disadvantage on attack rolls?
Oh fucking hell.
Let me see. Oh, here it is.
I imagine we stop for something.
Attack rolls level 3.
Level 3, so level 2 is speed, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll.
So you won't be able to keep up after level 2.
So how long would it take for him to get to level 2?
I'll say, I don't know if there are rules for this. I think there might be.
I think you kind of have to make it up. Just like
I'll say like
sprint.
4 hours.
Or
I can keep this guy's up that long.
they're kind of our rules. Forced march.
Forced marching.
Right, that's kind of what you're doing.
Forced marching.
It means forced marching.
Yeah.
But
I can keep up this guy's self for 4 hours
but
at this point.
after my 10 minutes of casting the spell, alright, peek my head out the window and say to you, mistress.
I freaking like
the
I like
the hand.
bring my head around.
Oh,
Ooh,
mantle?
what? Oh, it's you.
I imagine.
Is that my little pet?
Ooh, if I could,
That's what I'm trying to just look
Power
at.
play.
Power
they
play.
would, but they would have much more freedom of movement because a useful slave, as in like, no, I'm someone's boy,
Yeah.
basically.
Girl.
Yeah. I'd say. I like not knowing exactly where this drider is.
I thank you for the. Again, I thank you for the lovely collar you bought me, master.
The Drider, while sprinting.
Well, I mean, you're saying it in common?
Mm-hmm.
Can you understand common?
The Drider?
Yeah.
We don't know.
No.
Then he doesn't know what I'm saying.
But you can understand common.
Yeah, obviously.
Um,
I'm going to. Looking at him, can I tell that he can't understand common?
if you want him, he will say. If you let him, he'll say something to you. He says, "He'll ask permission to speak to you."
What I was going to do is I was going to reply to her. I'm going to yell at her, but I'll say in common what the plan currently is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm going to yell at her as if I'm chastising her, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
the plan is like, oh.
I'll hear this.
We're gonna kill this guy in a bit. I'm gonna make him sprint until he's tired, and then we're gonna kill him.
In that case, normally I would make you do a deception check with advantage, but I'm assuming you're gonna get it because you're good at this,
Yes, that's what I
So
built
it's
this character
fine.
for.
so it's fine.
And I will instinctively flinch because I'm used to flinching away from people living on the fucking streets.
Yeah.
And
Yes, so then, could it be more helpful to keep him around, maybe? In case we get attacked by something else, it's still the thing that attacks us, him, and versus us. But, should you get tired of keeping up your immaculate beauty, you could always retire to the cabin and rest while
I
I
gotcha.
drive the carriage.
I gotcha. I yell at you again, but I'm agreeing with you. I like that plan.
So the
And
plan.
basically, so that's the plan for now. I think is when my few hours of Sky Self are up. I guess we will slow down because now we actually want to be in fighting shape.
Wait, since you guys are yelling at each other,
in
You can
common.
hear it in
Common, I
common.
can
We're
hear
saying
it.
the plan. We're just screaming the plan back to each other.
do you want me to ask him if he wants me to give him a reason to come back here in an hour in the carriage?
Cause-
Yeah, wait, say that again.
She wants to cause a ruckus
Oh,
so that he has a reason to be in the carriage.
So no, you have a reason to be.
I have
Oh,
reason
so
to be in
you
the
have a
carriage.
reason.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, okay. So we're just screaming back and forth, yelling at you. I'm yelling at you guys. So yeah, so once the next few hours are up, my disguised self is up because every time I need to recast this, like, look over there. I'll just recast it. Then you'll cause a ruckus. I'll go in the cabin. I'll tell you and tell him, hey, this is a trusted one. She will not disobey. And she'll drive while I'm in the
Right
cabin.
now, or
When the time comes.
When the time comes.
yeah.
I'm assuming if we're gonna keep this guy around for a while, that's gonna happen like
Eventually,
Every
yeah,
day. All the
Yeah.
time. Or I need to rest or something. I don't know,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Something.
I'm a female drow. I do what I want.
Yeah. Okay. Think. So over the course of a few hours, the driver will while you're
I'll say for
Traveling.
this we'll slow down so
you
that
can
he's
you
more
can go have to
fighting
go with the military doesn't have to go its max speed while you're going as well.
safe. Okay.
So he didn't have to be sprinting the whole time if he didn't want to.
Okay. I did it at first just to show my a little bit dominance.
Yeah.
A
Okay.
bit of that
Okay.
at first.
So
You're mine
the
now.
driver will have asked you during this commute.
Okay.
He'll ask you he'll ask for permission to speak with you,
You have permission.
and he asks where did you learn surfacer languages?
I'll tell him a grand story
Okay.
about how I was on a large raid to take over a whole large village of people. One of them in particular was a linguist. I learned a great many languages from this linguist. He proved to be very, very useful.
He asks where this raid took place. You piqued his curiosity, he'll say.
I'm going to get... I forget where it is on the map, but I'm going to give him the location of where I was picked up. Luke was picked up.
Okay.
Because they did pick up a linguist. Me!
Okay. Cool.
That's the only drow raid I know of that actually happened.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Well, the place you're from, it's on the map. The map's right there.
Yes.
Um,
I forget. It's I know the location, but I forget what it's called.
the island chain is called the Cobalt Scaries.
Wherever that is.
On
I
the
forget.
west.
On the west.
West.
Oh, over there. Okay, I see. Yeah.
That's the cluster of islands.
Yep.
The drow, Drider, whatever, will.
Then I tell him to shut up.
Yeah, he'll do so. But eventually, you guys are gonna do this plan. I'll let you do it now. After.
Basically.
Well, do you want? How long?
Well, because the only problem is I can only keep the disguise self for like, with all my spell slots, 6 hours at a time.
A day.
A day per long rest.
It's 1 hour.
It lasts an hour each time.
Okay. How long do you want to keep this up before you do your thing?
I'd say keep it up because I use 1 second level, 1 first level initially, so I get four more hours of disguise self right now.
Right.
So I was saying at the end of my disguise self, I rest, I guess, in the cabin for the rest of the time until I get my spell slots back. And it's gonna be a whole switcheroo thing all over the place, but I guess we're trying to keep him around as long as we can.
If we want,
Or just kill him. Or I could say, oh, I grow tired of piloting. I'll just stay in the cabin the whole time and just talk to you from the cabin.
He's gonna be exhausted faster if you don't feed him.
Oh, I'll tell slave, make him food.
Mm-hmm.
And I say this in Elvish. She's quite useful, yes?
And again, going back to that beggar, please don't hurt me beggar look.
Yeah. The Drider is very surprised you're able to keep a prisoner with, like, a spell focus or component pouch able to do magic for you.
Yeah. I'm just that good.
And he'll be like, why have I not heard of your name before? You are magnificent in your slave-wielding abilities.
Just
I don't like to brag too much about it.
Okay.
There's certain nobility in humbleness, don't you think?
Yes.
Don't you think? Don't you think?
See it!
Okay. Ooh. So he's gonna be.
I'm a dominatrix.
You're giving him new nutrition.
Yeah.
Okay. Julieta is like really skeeved out that we have a drow thing allied with us.
For the time being.
For the time being, yeah. But she'll have to deal with it, I guess. She's just like, one wrong move and we could lose our lives.
We still outnumber him.
Very
do
true.
Still outnumber him.
Did you make her a weapon?
I believe so. Like I
I'm
make.
pretty sure you make everybody a weapon.
Yeah, anyone who wants a weapon has a stone weapon.
So she has a battle axe.
Stone battle.
I think that was she wanted a massive battle axe.
The bigger the better is her philosophy. Okay. So are we gonna do something with this Drider over the course of a couple more days?
I think the current idea is
He's fodder for combat.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, I think if we're all in agreement, we want to keep him around as long as we can,
Useful.
while keeping up with the Sharad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So anytime I'm not using disguise self, which will be most of the time, I'm gonna be in the carriage letting her drive. And then because she's my most loyal slave,
Oh, Petra?
and anything, I'll be hiding inside the cabin whenever my disguise self is not up, which is most of the time, undoing their restraints just in case.
Cool.
Anytime he wants to I'll request don't look at the carriage when you speak. You know, I don't want you to be doing that. You just speak in the general direction.
Or I need my privacy or whatever.
Yeah, need privacy. So basically, I'll keep speaking from the carriage, giving him orders while she drives.
Okay.
Lav
And
is
every once in a while, I'll pop back out.
Lav is slowly learning that I don't have to do much. The supremacy here is stronger than she thought.
I think at some point I'd mention if I would ask if you can. Are you able to conjure minor magical effects? I believe most refer to it as prestidigitation.
What about small illusions?
I just like show her for a second. I pop her like a little bitty version of her bat in my hand. Boop.
Then mayhap if we could have a scene, if you would, where if I'm driving the carriage and something displeasing happens while I'm in eyeshot of this creature, mayhap you could make an illusion of a burning mark appear upon me as a form of punishment for how to convince him it's how you keep me in line, maybe.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. Now keep driving. I'm just screaming at her in common from the carriage, but just agreeing with everything she's saying.
Yeah. If you look at the Drider, by the way,
laughing. Fucking.
the closely
I'm not even disguised now. I'm just screaming like normal. I'm just in my normal outfit, just screaming at her.
In a husky woman voice.
Husky woman
two
voice.
things. The Drider, you notice on his neck, he has a mark that looks like a brand, like a cow
Okay.
thing, and it's a probably a brand of a Drow nobility house or something to say that he's a servant.
I guess over the course of the next few days, I want him to explain to me basically where he's from and everything. It's like he's part of my group. I need to know where you're from, everything about you, all that sort of stuff.
Right. So his name.
So if he has any questions, if I have any questions about anything specific, I can tell him
So
about
his name is Zirith, right?
Yeah.
Zirith.
Zirith Quaval.
My bad.
You're suave enough to pump him for information without giving anything away.
Yeah.
I'm learning like he doesn't even have to be suave as long as he's in that form. He's just like do whatever I say.
In this particular instance, yeah. No, that's one. Luke is nothing if not adaptable.
Okay, this is kind of the tutorial. This is the easiest part.
Yeah.
Drow woman.
Drow women.
Drow women. So Zirith, what's his name?
Quaval.
Quivel.
Quaval. Like Q-U-A-V-A-L.
Quiver.
Okay.
He'll say that he is from Menzo.
Yep.
He was a. He used to be a guard hired by the. I gotta get my names right on Drow things. I think it's called the Del Armgo.
Del
family.
Armgo?
Del Armgo. Let me make sure. He used to be a bodyguard for Del Armgo.
And basically, anything in particular that I don't know about, I want him to explain to me.
Okay. Let's see. My Drow.
Not because I don't know, because I want to make sure he does.
Yeah.
We might have to
Yes.
kill. If he's from Menzro, he might know the way to Menzro, so we might have to kill him when the paths branch.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So it says he was a sellsword working for the Del Armgo family,
Okay, just a family. Okay.
one of the houses of Menzo.
I want to make sure he knows, so that I also know how powerful are they, where are they located, and stuff.
Del Armgo, all the big noble houses are in Menzo.
Or Menzo. Okay, that's what I thought.
Del Armgo is lower on the chain, really low on the chain of noble houses.
So he's a scrub in all aspects of his life.
Well, he's not part of their family because that's not his last name.
Oh yeah.
But he worked for them.
Okay.
But then he was accused of thievery, and then he got turned into a Drider because of that.
Okay.
He'll make it known that he got falsely accused, quote unquote, but he won't really outright say that to a mistress of his.
Yeah, he won't.
But you get the idea that was kind of the thing.
Oh.
And then he eventually was sold to the Mizram family as a slave and bodyguard in the Mizram family because of his bodyguard work before.
Gotcha.
I've been wanting to run the favorite slave gambit for so long. I always thought I'd be doing it as a lizard folk, though.
Okay.
Because that's the way as a lizard folk to get into a big city is I put this collar on and I say my master sent me out. Easy.
Yeah.
But I've realized we're not even gonna have to fucking fight this guy. No, it's literally, you say, oh, you're gonna reward him. You tell him to stand still, let me cast a spell. I then set him in cement, and with him being bound in cement, we just chop his head off.
So, it seems like
Stand still and sit down and close your eyes. I'm going to release unto you a boon.
It seems like Zirith himself would have told you, like, if you don't know how Driders are made, I guess he would fill you
Luke
in.
doesn't.
It seems,
Tell me how that process was for you.
It seems like it's a horrid like ritual that like calls upon Lulth's power. To,
Oh yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I'm playing this. If Caleb was here, he'd be making all kinds of jokes.
It's weird because driders can be formed from great, great crimes being done, like as a punishment.
Okay.
Or it could be a reward if someone wants to be one.
Okay.
Because you're given certain abilities, and it is technically closer to a Lolth because you're half spider.
Yeah.
But it's
I thought it ran Yuan T rules.
It's not as cut and dry as Yuan T rules.
yeah. It's more of they'll do it to you if they know you don't like it, but if you like it, you'd have to ask nicely.
It's a side grade.
Yeah.
You want to be a spider?
Yeah. It's a punishment most of the time, but if some people really want it, they can have it.
Sure.
Some people are into that.
It's like you got A, B, C, but this is like
I imagine that if like
C2.
Xavier or Caleb was here, they'd be calling me like a dummy mommy or something.
Mommy, mommy.
Dummy mommy.
Want your purple mommy girlfriend?
Yeah. Anyway, so we're gonna keep him around as long as we can. So
Yeah. Okay.
Well, what happens over the next several days?
So over the next several
Or
days,
maybe weeks or something.
Luke.
Luke.
Well, one more thing.
What?
You would know that elves don't sleep.
They go to trance, yeah.
Yes, you're in the carriage, so he wouldn't really see you not sleeping,
Uh huh.
quote unquote. Okay, that's
Do not disturb me
right.
for this long.
All right, so
For the next 8 hours.
Just gotta do it. He just has to do it.
Luke, during this, you're working your brain hard, trying to like keep deceiving this guy and putting on your spell every hour.
Business as usual.
Yeah, when you're in the carriage one day, I'll need you to make me a saving throw real quick.
Of what variety?
Charisma variety.
Charisma. Okay.
Because something enters your mind, a thought that you didn't think you'd have.
Charisma?
Yeah.
21 or 20. Wait, no, sorry. 23.
So that's enough to save, but I'll tell you what the thought was. It's a fleeting thought that leaves your mind. You feel as if...
Uh-huh.
You feel as if you can take on the world.
Whoa.
You are... What you're doing right now is giving yourself the confidence of, like...
Of an actual drow woman.
yeah, you feel...
Fucking method acting.
You feel like you're the fucking coolest person in the world.
You are the queen.
Man, yeah.
But... And then, like, for a half a second, you get scared of that feeling.
Whoa.
But then it goes away.
I'm not sure what to do with all this power.
Yeah, you get,
Oh.
like, this is... Well, not less power, more just confidence. Like, it's more in your own head kind of thing. You get a little bit of a shock of, like, you didn't think of that yourself. That was something influencing you.
I don't...
Even if you are a confident guy in your abilities, and
Pretty confident.
that was a little out of your normal thought process.
I didn't like that.
But then it goes away.
What?
Yeah.
I write it down in my diary.
Okay. You had a weird thought. That was not your own, it felt like. Okay, we'll move on from there. After a few days, you can't really tell time, but you just know you get tired
We
often.
just know things go and move.
Julieta will divulge some information and backstory if you will really listen.
I would
Alright.
love to listen to this lady.
Okay.
I never get tired.
Yeah, that's true. It's hard to tell time in the Underdark, though, unless you're in a city that has a method to tell time. Fel mentioned that in Menzo there's a light, like it's like a magical light that brightens the city
Yep.
during daytime, day cycle, quote unquote. But let's see, Julieta. All right, Julieta will mention that she is a mother and she has 2 kids. And she wishes to see them back at the Fort Varunthar. And she says she knows of how she got down here, so there must be a tunnel or something up to Varunthar from somewhere down here. She said that she fell down a waterfall. She said she was tricked to going into an abandoned mine by people who serve the king, the high king of the dwarves of her clan, of her fort that she lives in, and she was tricked or something, and then she accidentally fell in a big shaft of water and flowed down here in the Underdark and got captured by Drow after a few more days of wandering.
Damn, that sucks.
Yeah, she says, her last name is Cinderguard. Ulit Cinderguard. She says that the Cinderguard clan was going to take the crown of the dwarves, but that got changed last minute by the last king, who crowned a guy named Velric Drakenmask as the
Oh yeah, it sounds like
High
classic
King.
Political maneuvering to me.
Most people are kind of pissed off about it, and most people see Velric as a dictator. A terrible person.
So are you just going back for your family then?
She says she wants to see her kids and try to convince the council of the high noble council of dwarves to rescind their decision on making Velric the king.
Do you have status?
She says that the Cinderguard clan has been very, have intermarried with the old High King's clan many times, and the Cinderguard clan was supposed to be the new royalty, but then something happened between this other guy that came in and fucked it all up.
And she's speaking in common?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken dwarvish common. Oh, Chance. Is my lunch over there?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go grab it. I'll slurp it up while playing.
I would ask her, likely, are there many architects in your family?
One sec. Oh, I thought you were gonna say don't do it over the couch.
No, it's not gonna spill. It's just gonna make a noise. It is a tea. Yeah.
She'll say that the Cinderguard family is most known for manufacturing armored weapons. But there are families that have businesses in architecture and maintaining the city or the city underneath the fort for Rimthar.
She is significantly more valuable to me.
They are known. Their last name, rather, of that clan is Earthcracker.
Earthcracker are the architects?
Yeah,
So,
engineering and architecture.
so her name again is...
Cinderguard?
Julieta Cinderguard.
How do you spell Julieta?
With a J?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. That you.
That's how dwarves be.
Yep.
Very slow with this. You can just put it right here for now. Thank you.
Put this tofu in here. And she'll say that the Drakenmask clan, which are the ones that are in the power now, they used to be the clan that deals over like crime and military within Ruinthar. And something happened where instead of the Blackhammer family, which is the original king before this, giving it to Cinderguard, the crown, he gave it to the Drakenmask family for some reason.
So yeah, the Cinderguard's known for
Armor weapons.
armor, weapons, and just general like nobility.
Well, they're known to be like their family intermarried with the old nobility of the Blackhammer.
Was the marriage taboo?
No.
No.
So she's suddenly become of great interest to me.
I have a feeling that way.
Yeah, and she knows
Actually, now that we have a drider, we can actually fight stuff now. I feel a lot better about it.
And wait, what was her relation to the Earthcrackers? Just that she knows of them?
Yeah, she just knows of them. There's no real relation between the Cinderguards and the Earthcrackers. It sounds weird. It sounds like it's like a little cracker.
Like,
I meant like
I'm thinking like
they
Earth.
smash in.
crack.
Yeah, exactly.
like you said the magic words: architecture and engineering.
Like they're the ones who build like all the like mining equipment and stuff too. And then they also use the stone from mining to build like buildings and stuff underground.
These are my kind of people.
What is?
So this is a Earthcracker family house?
It's a clan.
Clan.
Dwarves have clans.
Can she describe this clan and its placement?
Which one?
Where's it located?
The fort that she's
Yeah,
from.
like I would like to know what it looks
on the
like
map.
in my mind's eye.
And
It's on the west, northwest in the Collide region.
And the
It's in the mountains.
the fort is called
Which mountains?
Fort
The top left
Vrun
mountains.
of
Vrun Thar.
Oh, I see.
Fort.
I can spell
What does it
V-U-R-U-N-T-H-A-R.
look like?
Want me to point it out to you?
No, I want to know what this place looks like.
Ah.
Like, can she describe it to me?
If you go, what I don't remember the mountain chain is called. It's on there. It was called the Bleak Mountains. If you go through the Bleak Mountains, you'll see, burning like from the outside. You'll see these giant like braziers that are like hundreds of feet big, and they'll have giant fires on top of the snowy top mountains. And if you follow those, you'll eventually make it's like little waypoint towers, and you'll make your way to a giant like castle in the mountains with like a big bazaar type like thing where guests can stay. And if you go underneath there, through all the defenses and trebuchets and crossbows and all that stuff and what the ballistas, you get to the underfort proper, which is like the city, which houses all this industry and dwarf stuff.
Would I have ever seen it from afar?
Were you from? You were from? Yeah, you would have seen at least a few of the towers, if not the actual castle, before.
Okay, cool.
Let me say you haven't been there now.
No, I definitely haven't been there.
Yeah.
But I've been around.
You're aware of it.
Okay.
And you've heard the name before. You know that's what that is.
All right.
Petra has life goals now.
There you go.
So, what? I would ask, what is the, heaviest armor you're, what is the heaviest armor you're capable of using?
What is her strength?
Because I think, don't dwarves just have a thing where they can just use heavy armor?
I'm gonna say she has enough to use heavy armor, yeah.
Okay.
She's pretty strong and stout.
Okay.
Is that your only question?
Yeah. Or basically, I can make armor. What armor does she want? I have 200 pounds of iron.
Oh, okay. She'll be cool with anything you make, really.
Plate mail it is!
Wow, okay.
Big clanky?
What's the... So what's the time needed for that?
Plate mail. For crafting it, long ass time. For fabricate, 10 minutes.
Oh, you're gonna use the spell fabricate.
Yes.
I see. Can it be that complex?
I believe so. I just need proficiency in the tools, and I'm proficient in smith's tools.
There you go. So over the course of the time it takes to cast the spell.
Well, I'm not going to do it because it'd be a little bit suspicious to have a plate mail clad slave.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll do it when
Later on.
Time arises for it.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a few days go by.
As the days go by, I want to ask Mr. Zeroth a couple other questions real quick.
Go ahead.
I'm going to ask him a couple questions about, has he ever heard anything about that, what was it called? That mushroom grove place? That little mushroom
Neverlight Grove.
Neverlight Grove? Has he heard of that before?
He's heard the name, he doesn't know where it is.
Okay, and then I'll ask him, has he ever, the thing, I forget what the heck it was called, the thing that Eris was looking for. Evie's character. Has he ever heard, it was like called Seer
The twins of the Susser.
Susser. It's like, I'm just getting curious if he's like, have you heard this thing before? I've heard this name. I can't seem to place where it's from.
If those fucking...
Interesting. Zeroth will say... He will say... I know not of twins, Susser, but you do know the tea, correct? Like T-E-A, like the drinkable.
The TE, yeah.
Let's say
Yeah.
you know of Susser tea.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah.
Because you don't. Okay, you don't know how significant that is in Drow society.
I don't know.
So he's confused why you wouldn't know about the word.
I'm gonna fake an injury. I'm gonna fake a head injury. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like, sorry, this Umbro hoax must have hit me in the head harder than I thought.
This is very sad to know. Susser,
You doing it?
as a reminder, Susser is a tea that we drink during Loth.
Yes.
Holidays.
Yeah.
Drow holidays.
And as he's saying, I'm like, oh yeah, yes.
And
No.
holy rituals.
And I show him a welt on my head that I made appear there with disguise self earlier.
So, do
Like, put your hair back,
Yeah.
and there's a welt
It's like
there.
a green tea thing, like a Japanese ceremony type thing, but with Drow,
Yeah.
and it's this thing called a Susser tea.
do both of you know what Umber Hulks do and how they mess with your head if you look at them?
They can, yeah.
Oh, it's like weird paralyzing thing or something.
Like if you look at them, it messes with you.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you fought an Umber Hulk
Umber
earlier.
Hulk.
This is suddenly a lot less suspicious.
Yeah.
True.
It's very convenient.
Yeah. But yeah, he told you that there's like a tea ceremony involved with this Susser tea. It's like he'll mention that Susser is like a tree that grows in the
In
Underdark.
Underdark, okay.
It's a tree.
Yeah, it's like those trees that grow out, but they have the really long, like drapey.
Oh, like a weeping willow.
Kinda. There's a name for the exact tree it's based off of. I forget what it's called. It's not quite that. But yeah, it's based off like a tree with like weird, like hanging down, like fuzzy, gross stuff that hangs off of it.
I just watched Avatar recently, like the
movie,
yeah.
not the
The
TV
blue-
show.
the
The,
blue.
the blue people, like that tree.
I guess so. It's been a while since I've seen that too.
Okay.
But
I like how we just call it Avatar the Blue People.
yeah, that's the real name of it. No, and you said that the tree is like completely colorless. It's like grayish.
Yeah, that tree. Got it.
It's Avatar, the USB people.
So,
USB people.
And you can harvest the weird hanging down leaves from it and make a tea.
Where are
right.
If you
USB? You just
keep it in water.
plug it to the tree.
Every creature on that planet has USB. It's fucking weird.
it's weird. I forgot every single one of them basically.
It's cyberpunk.
Oh, it's biopunk.
Biopunk.
Ugh.
Ugh, yeah.
It's like. Okay, that's like
The
what
only
robots think of when they think of cyberpunk. Is to augment yourself with people. You start out as a robot and then you put like bio parts on you.
Anyway, the next few days pass. What happened?
Bro, I got veins today.
Sick, dude. You got the epidermis.
Oh,
Check my skin.
I thought you were gonna say epididymis.
I heard my epididymis.
Yep. Okay, so
I love that game you guys
I'm
made.
so
It's great.
rich, I have 3 appendices.
ooh,
Oh.
3 of nothing.
Yeah.
I don't do anything.
It's like a spoiler.
Okay, so as you guys are going again, you see another light, but this time it's orange, and it looks like it's from a fire because it's flickering and casting shadows and stuff on the walls.
Okay.
You can see. I'll say if you go a little farther, you can see what's making it, but it seems like the fire itself is being like blocked by like small rocks that are like arranged in a circle around it.
Okay, I'm gonna tell.
It's on the side
I'm
of
gonna
the
tell
wall.
Xerath to scout ahead and tell me what he finds.
So Xerath,
Don't let himself be seen.
he's going to cast darkness
Oh.
on a point where he's going to go to walk to,
Okay.
and then walk into that.
He like stick his eyeballs
Stick his
out.
eyes and his head out of the darkness. So the only thing you see of him is his like head. Or if someone
No,
moves
they
it.
see him. I can't
Yeah,
see him.
Yeah, we both see him.
Yeah. Would it be like you can still see that the darkness has been cast, but you can see?
Yeah,
through
we
it?
can. I think we can still.
It's like a
still identify what's
transparent
happening.
layer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He sees something.
So I'm assuming he's going to go back there, then report back.
Yeah, he sees something and he comes back, and he takes his bow out and he drops an arrow and he says, "There's a masked person there."
Masked person.
Yes. He puts the arrow up to the bow and he says, I will protect you if needed.
Masked person.
I will protect you if needed."
I'm gonna stop the carriage real quick.
If he's
Okay.
calling it a person, it's probably a drow.
Well, he's
He
actually.
says he can't discern what race they are because they have like masks and clothes on.
All right, I'm gonna say to the slave, send your friend out to investigate.
Okay.
So, the bat that's just been mysteriously following us this whole time flies
Yeah.
forward.
I'm hoping that looking through its eyes, you can get a better sense of what it's looking
you
at.
can
And
look through its
a
eyes.
bat will be less conspicuous than a giant Spider-Man.
I gain the benefits of any special sense that it has.
Also, well, my
So
question
you blind
is,
sense.
if you look through it, do you look through it with your double sight?
No, I use its senses, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So it has dark vision, right? It's a bat.
Yeah.
I
But
don't
they
know
have
if it
blind
does.
sense.
I'm pretty sure it has blind sight.
So do you actually see stuff?
Well, echolocation.
Okay.
I'm Daredevil.
Yeah. There's a fire going, but it doesn't really matter for a bat, I guess. So
I'm gonna see if he can learn anything that
If you
Jared
see a
didn't-
thing,
that
can I
Jared
show you a
didn't learn.
thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. Because you could like hear it and see the shape of it based on how sound goes around it, like a bat does.
Yeah, bats have blind sight to 60 feet.
I'm just curious to see if you can find any information that Mr. Zereth didn't find.
Okay.
Huh? I don't know how to interpret that. But yeah, it has blind sight out to 60 feet.
I'll just say since bats do have eyes and they can see somewhat limitedly,
Yeah.
I'll just give it to you either way.
Okay.
You see this person.
Oh, hell no!
And they have a bunch of baskets on the ground full of mushrooms.
Yay or
Some of them
nay?
are tipped over, some of them are standing up.
A stone chip, a shotgun, cock it.
Yeah, you're right.
And the person
What did you find?
with the mask is they're peeling. Oh, they have like a little knife, like a little paring knife, and they're peeling part of a mushroom off with their hands and they're throwing the remains into the fire.
Okay, so
They have a fire built.
can the Drider currently see me?
No. If you're in the carriage, no.
Okay, so I would prestidigitation. I can make a small mundane trinket for like 6 seconds. So I make a small trinket of that figure I just saw.
Oh.
And
what do
show it to you.
Okay, what is
Looks like a little stone carving or something, maybe.
Oh fuck! No, it's a painted mini.
Oh
Paint the miniature.
shit. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What does it look like?
Just like that.
Look, what the hell is that?
It's a female figure, but it has a mask and it has a bunch of mushrooms.
I honestly don't. That's not.
This is a cool artist. I
It
love
is
this
a-
guy's
it is a-
D&D art.
But yeah, it's like
I
a.
want to use him for commissions.
It's probably like a little tiny stone statue that's painted.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not
okay.
magic. We can spring for paint.
Well,
Yeah, sure.
So you see that the person also has a lantern hooked to their belt, as well as some rope, and they have like a frilly scarf and like a dress gown thingy, boots, wrapped up hands, a mask made of something, hard to tell, a hood on. They're not. I'll say the bat was able to hear a humming, like a female voice humming while doing this task, of carving away maybe a bad part of the mushroom or something.
We gonna die.
I kind of. Luke and Derrick want to investigate, but I'm not. Actually, I have a really funny idea.
Like look at the basket. Some of the baskets can strap over the back like a backpack.
Everything is still just.
Yeah. Well, you see the little thing he showed,
Yeah.
or she showed.
All right, I'm going to call Zereth back,
Okay.
and basically we're around a corner or something like that. They can't see. They can't see us, right?
No. Well, it's a straight away, but on one side there's this fire, but there's like little rocks, like 5-foot high rocks set up around like a perimeter.
Okay.
So, unless you like walk in like over the rock, like period over the rock, they're not gonna see you, or unless you make a noise or something.
Okay, I kind of want to talk to this person just to find out what they're about. What do you guys think?
You're talking to me in common?
Yes.
Awesome.
My-
I have a small plan that will help us actually here.
My Eldritch Blast is loaded.
My only concerns are that you give away your current position.
Position?
Yeah.
To this person?
No, to the.
I have a plan for that.
Okay. You're the face here.
So I'm gonna say to Zereth, what do you think of this individual? Seem dangerous?
It seems like this individual is very smart about types of mushrooms. They would make a good slave or way to discern information.
I'll say that I'll make a show to him real quick, saying it's like I'm not sure if we have enough time for a full encounter, a full dangerous encounter, but I do want to investigate what they are. Let me cast a spell to look like somebody else,
Shut up.
and I'll dispel disguise self.
Ooh.
God.
But I'll
damn.
make a show of it looking like I'm casting a spell. Will that work? And at the same time, I'll take one of the others with me. This one is a good fighter. I'm taking you with me.
Give me a deception check again.
Okay.
Because with everything that's been going on, I think he's a little suspicious.
That is 22.
No, he's not.
No.
Hey, worst comes to worst, we'll just kill him.
Yeah. Wow, this blast is loaded.
He is convinced that you are a normal drow that turned into a human. So you look like Luke now?
I look like Luke now.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you the fucking stink eye.
I open the back of the cart. I was like, eh. I give you like a big grin.
He's gonna say though, like,
I'm gonna give you
But
a cat snarl.
I'm speaking in the same voice. I'm like, let's go,
he's going to.
slave.
Zereth is gonna ask that you don't go. You don't go because one, he's your bodyguard. He wants to protect you.
Okay.
Two, he doesn't. He says, a lady such as yourself should not be wasting her magic on such things. I can help you. I can defend you for you. I'm in your service.
If you're in my service, you do what I say.
That is cool.
Oh god.
If I wish to have some fun and get my hands dirty, I will.
He bows his head.
And so basically, I want to move you in position so you can shoot this person. If something happens, you and me are going to go over there and talk to her. If you're okay with that.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm not okay with it, but that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I just I'm so pushing you. Like, get going, go,
As this is going on,
get going, go.
you guys aren't being. I'm gonna say you guys aren't being particular. Are you trying to be particularly quiet talking?
No.
Okay. I'll say that. Is your bat still flying around? The character next to the fire hears what's going on.
I'm gonna say
Stops
to
its
Zereth, keep yourself hidden, and I want them to see you.
Just in the corner.
Let's pretend it's us, just us.
Wait,
Be
can you do that twice a day?
less intimidated.
You can only do that once a day. You already cast darkness.
Yeah.
He's just gonna hide.
Can't he go back?
He's
to
gonna
the-
crawl on the. He's gonna crawl on the ceiling.
And
Oh.
she just be prepared.
He's gonna crawl on the ceiling and watch with a bow in the hand.
And so basically, you and me are to climb down the thing and say, and I'll put on my voice and says, I guess I'll make myself known. Hello there.
The character has stopped their carving of this mushroom or something, and will. I'm gonna change the music because it's been forever since I changed it. Will stop their carving. Has already stopped it. Looks up at you. I'll say she was like halfway up to getting herself up on her feet, anyways.
Okay.
She sees you with who?
With
Me.
Lav.
She says, she says through her mask,
Right.
like,
If only I had to take thoughts at this point in time, I'd be. Oh.
like, so wait, what do you have on you? I'll say that. What
Basically,
easily seeable on you.
what I have on me is the those nicer clothes that she made that Petra made for me a while ago. I've got my crossbow, got my dagger. She's got.
I'm wearing robes.
Just her
can't
martial arts
tell-
robes.
No. I'm wearing more clothes than that because I figured we were going to a city. You can't tell I'm a tabaxi.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
You're just, like,
She's
wrapped up.
I'm
she's
hooded
cloaked
and
up.
cloaked up.
She's cloaked up.
You're masked on, basically.
Organization coat fully zipped
I basically
up.
introduced myself and says, "Oh, we are nothing but we are traveling here. Don't meet a lot of individuals down here. May I ask your name?
What language?
What language does she say?
What?
What did she said?
She's
She
about to
said.
say something.
Okay, before I'll let her speak first.
Okay, well, she'll ask, I'm trying to think of what voice I want to give her. She'll ask, who are you? Who are you all? So, well, who are you two?
I'm Luke Rockhold,
She looks
and
like
this
Derrick.
is Miss Lav.
Who are you two? We go with
Is
mask.
We are in
Yeah.
common.
Oh,
We are
common is nice.
we are traveling down. We are traveling down here. And it is not often we meet somebody else on our path.
Do you have a instrument on you?
I do.
Where?
I have my flute on my side, I guess, and I have a lute on my back. I guess I might probably left the lute back there. Probably the flute's easier to carry on my side, I guess. I have a
Would it
flute.
be easy to see on you? Or
Yeah, because I take it out and play every once in a while.
Okay. She'll notice that immediately,
Yeah.
and she'll seem a bit more relaxed
I have
for
a
some
flute.
reason. Her
Okay.
shoulders get less tense and more loose. And she'll say,
Because it's like before this, I was playing my instruments like all the dang time.
sure. She'll ask, are you an artist of some sort?
Why, yes, I am.
That's
I'm
good.
an artist of music.
That's good to hear. And she looks down and she has a, like, I don't know what to call it, like a recorder technically, or
Right.
like a flute, or like some instrument of wind. And
Right.
it's a hollowed out mushroom stalk with holes in it.
Oh, very
So
interesting.
I dabble in music myself. It's always good to see another
Artist.
another one
artist.
talented with.
I have a mask over
with
there you
song.
can borrow if you want.
Oh, not
No.
with song. I'm a painter.
Painting's fine too. I love painting.
I like.
May I ask
this
your
one.
name?
I'm Magillus.
What?
Magillus?
Yeah,
Magillus?
Magillus.
Magillus.
Majillis. She
Paint.
says, I'm glad you guys aren't any like drow or anything, or dwergar.
Us as well.
She says, if you guys have any coin you want to spend,
And he can't understand what Mr. Xerath can't understand this because we're speaking common.
yeah. If you guys have any coin or valuables you want to get rid of, I can trade you mushrooms.
What kind of mushrooms?
She'll point to all these like baskets of.
Do you have any poisonous mushrooms?
I usually don't harvest those, but I think I have a couple.
Anything
Do I have?
edible
Okay,
that
the
doesn't
gold-
taste like bland?
the gold that I had on me when I came in, do I still have that now? Because I got all my stuff back
Yeah.
from before. Okay, so I have
So
362
you
gold.
said, what was that?
Anything edible that doesn't taste like nothing?
I've got mushrooms that have all different flavors. Some of them taste like chicken.
I like chicken.
Good.
What are you doing
so
down here?
I want. Oh, the
I have
ultimate question.
questions.
Yeah, what are you doing down here?
What? Who are you?
I told you my name is Magillus.
What are you doing down here, rather?
It's kind of a long story, but it's we'll just say that I like collecting mushrooms, and it's a good business for me.
Inside
down here.
check.
It's a good business for me down here. Everyone eats mushrooms.
Basically, I want to see if there's anything
Yeah,
she's hiding.
Inside check.
So you said you
What's
wanted
it said again?
to position.
Wisdom.
You wanted to
Wisdom.
position me to
What
be,
Within an Eldritch blasting distance.
yeah, to
Want
be
to sneak
able
around?
to shoot at her. I'm thinking of just walking up,
Okay.
but
If you want, if I
Yulia gets out. Oh no, she's gonna stay
I
in.
can give you
Told
like standing orders for that, I suppose.
If you didn't tell Yulia to leave, she's gonna stay in the car.
That's a hot 4.
Basically, I just want to see. Oh, that's a good roll. Where did I think it? That is a 24.
There's more to her story than that.
That's why I'm trying to think. It's more the story to that, or what her disposition is. Does she seem that she's hiding anything, or does she actually seem openly friendly? Is that all it is?
It seems like she's friendly, but she is not telling you everything.
Okay.
Would Luke think to ask her how to identify poisonous mushrooms?
Yes, he would.
Do you know how to get to the surface?
That was one of his questions that he was
You're
able to
gonna ask
ask.
Magillis?
I'm just gonna ask her.
She says, what you know? She says, I'm not sure. I never wanted to leave.
Where do you live?
Here.
Well, there's more places than just this particular spot in the Underdark.
I'm just a traveler.
Who do you normally sell mushrooms to besides, me? I'm going to buy some.
Deep gnomes come along. I sell them to those people, or other travelers like yourself. And then there's the occasional beast I can talk to. And she'll snap her fingers, and 2 lions will appear next to her.
Okay.
And she says, I also have protection from stronger monsters, too. These 2.
She's actually helping me immensely.
I'm intrigued.
The Drider is very concerned when he sees the lions.
I know he would be. I'm gonna. Could I give some sort of like a
Hand wave.
sort of a hand wave
Like,
a hand wave where she doesn't see it or it doesn't look like one? I'm like
More or less.
I'm stretching, but I'm like.
more or less.
Does her comment sound accented at all?
Slightly.
Slightly.
I don't know what accent her thing would be because I don't know enough about the thing.
I understand.
With masterminds being able to copy accents, would I have any idea where this is from?
Give me a history check.
Okay.
Ooh, this is a tough one.
That's lower. That's history. It's a 13.
You don't know what it would be, but you get a feeling. You remember that Eris had a similar way of speaking.
Okay.
Character Eris you talked to a few days in game ago.
I'll ask her about Eris then. Do you know of a? I believe it's a paladin, green armor, one antler going high on his head. You familiar with a character like that?
Never heard of that before.
The bat lands on your shoulder and like taps you on the shoulder like 3 times. And then the bat just back towards where I am.
She says,
I'm looking at you now. Do you have anything you want to tell me? Is that what you're trying to say?
Very, very subtly trying to tell you to tell me to come up there.
Okay.
Would you know that?
Like,
I would know that she's trying to tell me something. I said, okay, come here. What do you want?
yeah, so I go up with my glammed up collar.
Yeah.
I look like a fucking rich person's cat.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's
You look more like a cat than I do.
with my glam collar.
It says like rich on your collar and big in box
No,
letters.
princess.
Yeah. God damn it.
Princess.
God.
Okay.
It's gaudy.
I love everything about the situation. This is everything I would have hoped for with Luke. This is great.
So, yeah, I walk up. It's like, so, yes, I walk up.
So Magillis also sees you.
Yes.
Oh, you have more friends.
Yes.
Would you be interested in traveling with us?
Depends on how much gold you guys bring me.
How much do you want?
You want to see
Well,
what I'm
actually,
selling?
I want to see what you're saying. The first thing I want to buy all of her poisonous mushrooms, and I want to see if I can pay her for like knowledge of how to identify more of them.
Yeah. She'll probably do that. She said, "We'll come sit by the fire. Let me feed you something first."
Are there?
No,
It's always good. Isn't it always good manners to
it's always good manners, huh?
to serve guests?
Sure, I'm purified food to drink.
If this is
Your friend talked about mushroom or food tasting bland recently.
if
When did you what? Oh, you said that?
That's it.
Oh, you said that. I thought she was like hearing us from like days ago.
if we're going to make a new friend, should we maybe squash a spider on the ceiling?
Can you just like make things come?
I would have to say that I think that would be.
Not yet.
I think it would be more. I think this individual. I'm trying to think here for a second. Because he's not going to let us just bring her along.
Why not?
Not without a collar.
Make her a slave, yeah.
Unless we just tell him that she's a drow. An eccentric drow lady.
Okay.
Or a powerful
yeah.
drow witch.
Okay,
Or
I was gonna think of that too.
A
Yeah.
hermit devoted to Lolth.
Okay. But now we have to eat something apparently. I don't
She's
wanna
going. Oh. She's going to take one mushroom and says,
I need to make sure something real quick. Is that okay? Just a precaution.
eat. Insight check.
Insight check. Now Lav is like, whoa.
It's like, before I let you guys come near me, I gotta make sure you guys are safe.
How easily?
she still has alliance.
Yeah, she does.
That's a happy 12.
That's a natural 20.
You think she?
Does anything about her disposition seem untruthful or malicious?
She thinks she's. It seems like she's to you, Luke. It seems like she's just wants to be sure you're not gonna fuck with her.
Not
when you
malicious.
Get close to her. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't get that sense. It's hard
No,
for you to tell.
I give you a look like. I just give her a look like.
She's going to take a mushroom.
She doesn't seem malicious
She's going to root around in the
or
basket.
untruthful in this particular case.
Take a mushroom. It looks like. It looks red with like veins of white,
Okay.
or white with veins of red going through it.
Okay.
Kind of like a bloodshot eye.
Oh.
Okay.
And she's gonna. What's she gonna do? She's gonna turn around. You see, like, her do this with her mask and eat it, and turn back, and then she's gonna look around, and then she's gonna point up to where the Drider is.
Oh no! A Drider, kill
And
it!
say,
There's a spider monster next to you guys above. Did you know about that?
We currently have him.
Just shout in common.
No.
It doesn't
Oh.
matter. Just speak in common.
I will, like, shake my chains.
We currently have him convinced that
Actually, Petra isn't fucking smooth at all.
I guess I'll have to say it.
you can try to be smooth.
Well, I, like, indicate.
Try to.
he's on our side. for now.
I'd also, being that I still have my chains on too.
Yeah. Let me get her insight.
I'm gonna say to. Can I I guess I have to persuade her. Oh, we've tricked this Drider into thinking that I'm a drow female, but I'm actually not.
And he can't understand us speaking in common. I haven't been able to understand anything for days.
He's currently following my orders. He thinks I've disguised myself magically as a human male, which I actually am in reality.
Oh my god!
You're very talented, aren't you?
Most definitely I am.
That's why I was asking if you wanted to travel with us.
See, if you wanted to travel with us, you may have to act as if you're a slave for a time being, but we don't plan to have that Dread around forever.
Or a drow hermit.
Or a drow hermit.
I'm not very good at acting. That's why I put all this on.
Oh, but I am. I'm very good at acting.
Say, ooh.
I'm on my way to something special, something that would help me in my business a lot.
And your business involves mushrooms, yes?
Yeah.
What?
I do like mushrooms.
You wouldn't happen to know the way to... What was the place called? The mushroom? The forest?
The Neverlight Grove.
I've been there before. It's quite a long way away. It's to the east
I
and north.
would very much appreciate it if you joined us. We would like to get there.
I'm going the exact opposite way of that. I just came from there.
If
That's
you
my
were
last
to
destination.
tell us where it is, or along the way, we can figure that out later.
I can give you directions.
That
More
would be
or
very
less.
nice. That'd be very nice.
I passed by Bligdenstone, and then
Yeah. Let me look at my map, DM map, so I can tell where else you'd have to pass by. Let's see.
It's a good thing she's wearing a mask,
You think she is? No.
because that would make making her out to be something she's not easier.
She says,
yeah, I passed through Bligdenstone, and that was about maybe 20-something days till Neverlight Grove.
That's about what I thought.
And you're like halfway there now
My foot?
to Blingdenstone. And
So from Blingdenstone, how far away is it?
To Neverlight Grove?
Yeah.
Like 20, 30 days.
Okay.
Depending on how fast you're going, if you have a centipede or on foot.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good. Fucking, I'm favorite slave. I'm basically your secretary. Yeah, I'm writing this down in my book.
She says,
why do you guys need to go to Neverlight Grove?
There was we met a creature known as a myconid, I believe it's called.
If Team A gets my little spory boy killed, there will be heads will roll.
We met a creature not too long ago called a myconid. I think it's of a juvenile one. He spoke of this grove. It seems to be a more hospitable place.
My colleagues taught me all I need to know about mushrooms. They're awesome. I love them.
That leads me to believe that that makes sense.
They're like my best friends down here.
That's very nice. They seem hospitable.
she says,
I'm on my way to see something called a Ramikos.
Where have I heard the name before? That was shoot.
you don't know that name.
No,
Other
no.
than what Adagio and Krish might have told you.
Whoosh.
That's what's his face, isn't it? That's what's his face. We
You
just
figure it out.
he
I
no,
told you.
they told us they're looking for Aralmakosh.
Aralmakosh.
They told that because that's the boy's babe. They told, but we don't know the significance of that. They just know we just
They
know
just
that
like, oh,
we're
that.
looking for them.
Oh! I think we were part of a bigger group earlier. We were, well, a bunch of us, we were captured. Many of us.
By Drow? Or the Wiggle?
Drow.
Oh no.
We managed to escape. That's where we got the centipede. The group was undecided on where to go at a certain rest, and so we split up, but two of the individuals who helped free us were looking for that individual, I think.
I believe that's correct. Yes. They're looking for that individual. We don't know their significance.
I'm looking for around my coast so I can find all the interesting fungi that only grows over there. I know all I know from the Sovereign in Neverlight Grove told me is that, or one of the few sovereigns there told me that around my coast has very interesting fungus that grows that's only available there. And I want to see if I can make it common enough to bring it to the rest of the Underdark so I can help more people with interesting
Okay.
fungus that does cool things.
And
And to make money.
I would propose, then, if this individual is willing, we go with her to find this Mycos,
Aralmakosh.
and from there, try to find the other group and record the way back if this other group is trying to find it.
So,
He did not plan this out well.
what? Who did? Me?
Live.
We lab
And
or
us.
us.
Team.
So, it seems like group here. From what you know, I guess I would let you guys infer, or I would have had Adagio and Krish told you before they left. They're looking for around my coats to not bring something back from there necessarily, but they need to be there because they have a thing
but
they
we'll
need
have
to
a-
do there.
That's what I'm saying. Find it, so get familiar with the path to there, and then go find them to bring them back there, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see. She says.
I'm not sure how long or how far I am from there yet. The Myconids said that they used to come from around my coast, but then they left, and then they made their own little colony in the Neverlight Grove.
So here's another question. We are currently on our way to Blingdenstone, more of just a supply run, get a lay of the land. We're not natives here. If you were to come with us, would you come with us to Blingdenstone? We conduct some business there. But we can come with you to Ramlakos because we have interest in the area. And at the same time, I'll take a little more look at your mushrooms.
Your persuasion check.
Okay.
And help action.
And if there
Help action? Oh, good. I need
if
that.
there are any tools you might need, I could make them. We have a number of supplies, and I'm good at creating things.
That's a 17 persuasion, and I pull out some gold.
You got 17? 17? Ooh. Even with advantage? No.
Yeah, I rolled a 3 and a 7.
Okay. She is going to...
That's mine.
She's going to say...
I'm willing to buy some mushrooms from you right now.
I'll sell you what you want to buy, but it's imperative I need to go right now.
That's fair.
Well,
Very well.
By the next rest, I do. I should be on my way.
She got a nat 20.
Ah. Very well. So in that case, what does she have that I can buy besides poisonous mushrooms?
Okay, I have had the exotic fungi table open in this from the this one the whole time for this.
Woo!
So she has a lot of stuff. You want to look at inedible or edible?
All of them.
Okay.
Yes. Edible or inedible? Yes.
So let's start with the edible fungi that are not poisonous.
I needed to get my bigger table of treasure in here.
So she has a bunch of. She'll explain what these are as you go. So you're gonna write all this stuff down for notes for.
Well, it's just basically you write it down real quick, and I'll try to anything that stands out. I'll probably say I want that. And I'll write it down. Or I want that.
So,
I want that.
First up, she has.
I definitely want anything poisonous.
I'll cross-reference.
She has barrel stock as her first item.
Okay.
It's a large cask-shaped fungus that can be tapped and drained of all the fresh water stored within.
We don't need that.
It looks like she's basically using it as a canteen. You just
Right.
cut it open and then water pours out of it.
That's neat, but we have a walking canteen over here.
Okay. She has blue cap, which is dubbed the grain of the Underdark. It's inedible as it is, but the spores can be ground to make a nutritious bland flour, and then you can bake it into bread.
Ooh, I would
It's
ask,
spore bread.
what are the growing
Bread.
requirements for that, actually?
What do you mean growing requirement? Like to make it yourself?
Yeah, like
Um,
cultivation questions.
You need it needs to be half submerged in water at all times when it's growing out of the ground.
Okay.
But
So
other
like a hole in the dirt with water in it.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Or
like,
like if it was like in a very shallow like
Puddle.
pond or
mushroom
Okay.
rice.
bread, rice, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
It's called blue cap. It's white and it has a blue cap on top. She has a few of the spore bread loaves too.
Nice.
If you want to buy that pre-made. Next is a jar. She has a glass jar with I guess it wouldn't be a screw top, but it has a way to open it, and it has this pale orange, like jam type substance in it. See, this is fire lichen. It's it's like a paste you can spread on things to make it spicy.
Spicy
It
jam.
tastes good.
Okay.
Tabasco for our Nutra
Yeah.
bricks.
For a
It's
Nutribrik.
chili. It's chili.
Put Tabasco
bread.
sauce.
Actually, how much is that?
It's cheap. It's not really too filling, but it's flavorful.
Legit.
No, I'm gonna
I'm
buy,
gonna
like,
put
I'm
it
gonna
on
buy,
my
like,
bland brick. I want one.
we
I
don't
want,
need
I want
food
a
stuffs.
jar.
We just need seasoning.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
No,
It's
I'm,
chili
I'm
paste.
probably gonna buy one of everything.
I would like to buy a chili paste jam
Okay.
jar.
The whole jar with the jar, whole thing with the jar included is I should probably charge 2 gold for it.
Oh, fantastic!
And she
I'll buy
has
two.
5 of them.
I'll buy 2.
She'll mention that the Dwergar, as angry as they can be, often use this and they put it in their liquor.
Okay.
So I hear.
So basically, I want a spore bread by itself. I want one of those fire lichens. So far,
Spore bread loaf.
Yeah.
It's a gold. I'll say. Just one.
Yeah.
How many pounds of food do you need a day
What do you mean?
in D&D for like not getting to be sustained? Is it like a 2?
I want to say that a day's ration is like a pound.
Did you
Well, one or two.
What?
How many pounds of food do you need a day in D&D to stay healthy?
Like a ration, like 1 day of rations is 1 or 2 pounds.
Yeah, I don't know off the top of my head. You can find it, though.
Well, I'll just say 1 loaf is 4 rations.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay.
sweet! I'll buy. How many loaves she have?
She has, I'll say like 10.
I'll buy like Do they go bad? They're mushrooms.
They can.
How long?
Mushrooms grow on mushrooms.
Yeah, we're traveling for days.
Yeah, it's not really ration food, but it's.
I'm eating this because it's a local food that I
Yeah.
never tried before.
Yeah.
Because
I just
Luke is curious about this sort of thing.
I'm almost tempted to grab some of those blue caps.
She'll mention that it can go bad in about a week or two if you don't store it properly.
I'll do 2.
But it's a bit more hardy than normal bread because it's made out of mushrooms in the first place.
I'll buy 2.
It's four rations per loaf. So.
Alright, what else we got?
The flavor, she'll like break off a piece and have you try it if you want.
Okay, that's a date.
Yeah.
I'll try it.
It's like bread, but kind of mushy. It's like soggy bread.
Okay.
That's fine.
Next, she has ripple bark. Ripple bark is a shelf-like fungus, and it's orange with white, like on the outside. It's like a wavy on the outside. It's like a shelves of fungus, I guess you could describe it. It resembles a mass of rotting flesh, but it's orange and yellow, and it is edible, and it tastes like chicken.
Lost with it.
Each sheet yields a roll plus something of food, but
What's it called again?
ripple bark. That's the stuff that tastes like chicken.
How much?
So a single sheet, there are different sizes after roll per sheet, but I'll say it's at least 6 pounds of food.
Okay.
And but those are, it's like a big sheet of it.
How much?
To buy it.
Yeah.
It's one thing, if it's 6 pounds, or it's 6 rations, I'll say, then it's a little bit more expensive than the spore bread, so I'll say it's like 3 gold.
One
Buy
day,
2.
Okay.
1 day of rations is 5 silver pieces and 2 pounds for the bog standard default
But
ration.
that's not what this is. And this is Underdark, so things are harder to come by.
Yep,
So
way more
prices
expensive.
jack up.
Yep.
Food is a lot more expensive down here.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Just get spices.
Let's get spices. Okay, this is more of a role-playing thing because Luke wants to try a different
No,
food.
yeah.
That's fair. Oh, yeah.
Great.
I want something that tastes more than like nothing. And I have spicy jam, soggy bread, and some mushroom chicken.
Chicken shroom.
I've got I have sandwich material.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good to go.
You need some like rothe cheese, those weird ox things that were in Velkerville that you saw for like a second. That's the thing.
I'm probably thinking about mushrooms. Looking at you, Mr. Luke Rockhold. You,
She has way more too.
Before we get rid of the spider, you should ask it if it knows how drought poison is made.
Absolutely.
That's a good idea, Paimon.
God damn, I'm way more fucking useful than Paimon.
You're probably
Okay. Continuing on,
Less edible.
Trillimac is next.
Yep.
Trillimac
less edible.
is a mushroom that grows to a height of 4 to 5 feet, has a broad gray-green cap, and a light gray stalk. The cap's leathery surface can be cut and cleaned and used for making maps, hats, scrolls. Its surface takes on dyes and inks well as well. The stalk can be cleaned, soaked in water for an hour, then dried to make a palatable food akin to bread, but it's more like a tortilla.
I'll have some.
Each Trillimac stalk provides food.
So like,
That's
I'm
what
gonna
it
have some.
seems like that's what her mask is made out of.
I'm gonna have some.
Huh.
I'm
Just
gonna
got
buy
a
some.
This changed in my head significantly. It's
That
got,
It's
like,
hardened
Oh.
and shaped.
Oh, I'm thinking like a floppy
No,
tortilla.
it's only like that if you soak it for a long time and you eat it. And once it's dried, it's not edible. Once you soak it for like a few hours and you take it out, it's edible.
Okay.
so she has one of those mushrooms, and they grow to be like a full
But
person.
you cut them up and,
Okay.
and then put them in a basket.
That's something I would ask about the growing requirements for that.
Trillimac?
Yep.
It needs to have really good soil.
Okay.
And it feeds on Phasris, apparently?
Is that the pink mist?
That's
Yeah.
strange.
That's about to say. That's the yeah.
Well, so the thing is, my thing is, I'm keeping an ear out for things that don't have a lot of growing requirements, so I can grow them in my jar.
Is there a mushroom cactus basically that
No.
just takes it just grows and doesn't need too much care?
Well, a lot of the mushrooms that grow in the Underdark are only there because of Phasris.
Oh.
Huh.
Okay, that makes sense. But that's why I have.
Like, weird, wildly magic shit just infuses into the mushrooms and lets them grow when they shouldn't and have weird effects.
That's why I have cave moss growing up inside my jar now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You could probably grow the blue caps. You just have to be in a thing of water, like a shallow water.
I can make
You
water.
can make a little pot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. Water orb is next. It looks like little spherical sponge type thing.
Okay.
And it says a water orb is a bulbous fungus that grows in shallow water. A mature water orb can be squeezed like a sponge, yielding a gallon of water.
Oh, cool.
Drinkable water. And you can eat it, but it's tasteless and chewy, like a sponge.
Like the stuff I make.
So you put it in the jar full of the jam, and then you just nom on it.
Good.
Okay.
Or water orbs is like a great way to carry a canteen without having a canteen. You just have the water orb full of water in your mouth. Lastly is zirkwood, which is that wood material. It's also edible. Zirkwood is a massive mushroom that can reach a height of 30 to 40 feet.
Goodness gracious.
Bam.
I think she'll just tell you all of this stuff. Its large grain-like spores are edible and nutritionally equivalent to 1d4 plus 4 pounds of food. But zirkwood is more important for its hard and woody stalks. Zirkwood is one of the few sources of timber in the Underdark, used to make furniture, containers, bridges, and rafts, among other things. Skilled crafters can use stains, sanding, polishing, and more to bring out different patterns in the zirkwood. Yeah.
Growing requirements again.
It needs a lot of stuff because it can grow 30 to 40 feet.
Does it need phasers?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Okay.
yeah.
Then I probably can't use it.
Exotic fungi now. That's all the edible.
Whoa. That's the edible one, but it can be used for furniture?
Yeah.
I would like...
Well, yeah. You have to eat the spores that come off of it, so it has to be living.
I want the wood part.
Yeah, you can just get like basically planks of wood from it,
Yeah, I want that.
or like a log.
It's a tree.
Yes, I want that. How much?
How big do you want? Like a 2x4
How
or like a
big?
log?
Oh, fuck.
They can grow up to 40 feet.
Yeah, but how big are... Like she's carrying out her bag. How big
No,
is...
it's all cut up, and like, but she'll have different varieties. What kind of size do you want of wood?
I just need, like, something to make, like, a few paintbrushes.
Oh, okay. So we'll give you like the gold for what you need.
Sweet.
She actually, no, free of charge. She is happy to serve someone who is an artist.
That's so nice!
Musically or otherwise, she likes art a lot. It seems like her dress and everything she's wearing is like stitched and stuff and has all this like nice, it's like tassels, stitch patterns, like all these different styles clashing, but not in a bad way, to make like the very creative quote unquote stuff on her, like the mask. And the,
So, I've got, like, my quarterstaff in a small pack.
uh-huh.
I'm gonna go in my pack and take out a scroll and give it to her. And it's one of my paintings. Of just, like,
The painting of.
the mountains, the big mountains.
Oh, cool.
So say, well, she'll look at it. You're gonna give it to her?
I'm just gonna give it to her.
Oh my god. She's gonna be really, really thankful. Like, oh my gosh, thank you so. Oh the gods, thank you so much. Are you sure I can have this?
Yes.
Oh my. Okay. And she'll say, I used to be able to help out people who make art. I used to have a kind of a thing I could do to enhance people's ability to make art really, really well. But I don't have that anymore.
Oh.
How did you lose it?
The accident.
In the
Kinda. Yeah. It's like, let's just say that's one of the reasons I'm down here.
Oh.
I wasn't really supposed to be down here, but I am now.
Oh, who is?
Draw.
Pretty much. So we're gonna move on to the exotic fungi.
Yes.
Do it.
To point to one, and she said, "This is nightlight. It's a tall and tube-shaped bioluminescent mushroom that grows to a height of 4 to 12 feet and eliminates a bright light in 15 feet and dim light for another 15 feet. And that light that is uprooted or destroyed goes dark. Okay, so they're all dark. Yeah, they're not living. They're all just like night lights that have gone out, like mushrooms."
Huh.
She says, I guess she'll say if you replant them and they take to the soil, they can relight themselves.
I like the imagine. They don't even have to take. You just plug it in like a light bulb.
Well, you have to like make sure the roots like or whatever like still like hold and like the new environment.
Okay.
I just imagine someone take one. Boop.
Well, you can do that with trees or like the trees, but like house plants, you can like move the pot they're in the dirt.
I love the idea of just someone walking around with like a pot strapped to their head with one of these growing out of it.
Oh wait, I could just say that they're in like a little jar with the soil that they came in. And
that's good.
They're still on. Yeah, they're like I guess you can use them as little lanterns then. With the soil in them.
If we needed to see in the dark.
Yeah. Same with, and she also went to the one that she took before, and it gives you dark vision if you eat it. The one that she had.
Was the one that she ate earlier that she looked at us with?
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like an eyeball. Like, it has the colors of an eyeball.
Okay.
Oh, the bloodshot eye one?
Yeah. Well, it gives you devil sight, sorry.
What?
Oh!
Oh, fuck!
Yeah.
How much for that?
Yeah.
She said it's a little expensive and hard to find, and she heard that there are more of them in Aralmykos' territory, the big fungus like life form.
Join the party!
She says she's going to charge 15 gold for one.
How long does it last?
Do it!
And how far is the...
My master
it
set
lasts
me up pretty
10
nicely
minutes.
before
Okay.
that.
And it's 60 feet.
Okay.
I will.
It's not 120.
I will buy it because I'm the leader. I'm the master here. I'll buy it.
She only has like 4 left.
Yeah.
So you get 4 of those for a total of 60 gold.
Yeah.
Easy.
Okay. Yep.
That's versatility.
Oh, I don't even know its name. What would
But I'm
its
just
name be?
writing this I'm like wood plank mushroom,
Right.
spicy mushroom jam.
We'll
Like
call it Devil's Eye.
I assume this is real fucking hard to grow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she said she didn't even know how it grows. She just found a couple. This is new to her. This one.
Okay.
She's gonna go investigate more about that one
Okay.
in the around the coast place.
Because even if this is hard to grow, this seems like something worth investing.
This is
some time
very
in.
probably phase risk based. because
Yeah.
Magical abilities in mushrooms is a phase risk.
Okay.
But if we're gonna be here,
What else does she want?
Yeah. She has one called Nilhog's Nose. It looks like it's a mushroom that grows on a wall. It looks like a nose, like a really gross, like bulbous witch nose. It's pink, and it has warts all over it. If you eat it, you have advantage on smell checks, perception, for 1d4 hours. However, you also have the adverse effect for another 1d4 hours, where you can't smell very well at all after it's over.
nose haste,
Yeah.
speed.
So,
How much?
it's really cheap. It's like 5 silver for one. She has a bunch of
I
them.
want to buy 4 of them.
Go ahead. 2 gold.
Yep. So that was Nilhog.
Mm-hmm. 2 G's.
Times 2. Okay. Devil's Eye times 4.
Okay. Next, Ormu. A bioluminescent green moss. So it's like not the same moss that you guys got. A little different. It grows in warm and damp areas. Ormu is particularly common near steam tunnels and vents and other warm areas. It sheds dim light in a 5-foot radius and can be harvested, dried, and made into a phosphorescent powder or pigment for painting.
oh,
Painting.
Or any other kind of drawing or graffiti or anything.
light up paint.
It's fucking like glow markers.
Oh fuck yeah!
It's always green.
It's always green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Green. That's fine.
Unless you like, I guess you could harvest dry it and mix it with other pigments to make it glow out the colors.
Yes, please.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I would like.
A few jars of this stuff.
Yes.
How much you want, really? She has a lot.
How much is a lot?
Let's see, like for a jar of it.
Get enough for like a whole painting palette.
Yeah, like how much is a jar? Are we talking like this, or are we talking
It's
like
a
this?
small jar. You don't need a lot of it.
I'll do 3 jars.
Okay. Well, let's say 3 gold each.
Cool.
So, a number of these mushrooms
Ormu.
can be used to make pigments and dyes and whatnot.
Yeah.
Do you think with the right working they could be made into inks? The kind suitable for, say, scribing spells?
Of course, that's what I think the Drow use on their scrolls.
She'll say,
Trillimac makes really good maps and scrolls and stuff. And you could dry it out to make clothing if you really needed to.
Trilmac is like the substrate, and then you can use Ormu or other things to draw with.
I mean specifically the rare inks for like copying spells.
Oh.
That's what I mean.
Oh. I could say Ormu would take the place of that because it is a
Does it
magic.
have like phaserist?
Yeah,
juice inside
yeah,
of it?
exactly.
And the other thing is, what about things that could be burned for incense used in rituals?
In mushroom wise?
Yeah. Mushroom incense?
Not really.
Okay.
The closest thing in the Underdark to that, because beeswax isn't really a thing down here. You'd have to get like.
I don't think incense really use wax.
Oh, so I'm thinking of candles.
Yeah. It's just something you burn.
Or
To
like
smell.
fat.
Okay.
Animal
What do
fat.
they use?
Like, I think you can use like cinnamon.
Oh yeah, okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Like, it's woods, basically.
You could probably burn the fire lichen.
Okay.
It looks like here's an actual like picture of it,
Okay.
or like anything like stocky and thin. You could probably do that.
I think incense. Think like sparklers.
There's a thing up here called torch stock that takes igniting really well. That you could probably do. I can explain it in a second. But yeah, I'd say more or less, yeah.
Okay.
So, moving on, Timask. The Timask is a 2-foot tall toadstool with orange and red across its beige cap. That is a poisonous mushroom.
I want it.
Um,
Anything she has that's poisonous, I want it.
she knows a method to harvest it that not every community knows how to harvest Timask. Because A-Team discovered some of that on their adventure, and they couldn't harvest the hell out of it. She will give you the deets on how to harvest it. So I'll give you a good survival check when you want to see natural ones to harvest.
Coolio.
But so uprooting or destroying a Timask causes it to expel a 15 radius cloud of spores. Creatures in the area must make a con saving throw
Oh yeah.
or be poisoned. While poisoned in this way, they are similar to the effect of a confusion spell. For 1 minute.
So basically, when I talk to her, hey, is it possible for me to turn this into basically any of the poisonous shrooms she's got? Hey, can I using these tools I have? Can I apply this as a poisonous to my blades, or can I use it as like a powder I can poof out
Let's
or
see.
something?
It's a cloud, so it's a gas.
That's even better.
So it's more like in potion bottle form.
That is even better than stabbies
And
for me.
it only grows from soil
Let's see.
or stone.
It says. It doesn't say.
Because it seems if it has roots, it's probably through soil.
Yeah.
So soil is a type of loose earth. Is there loose earth nearby?
More or less, you could probably find some.
Okay. I would ask. So would a method of could you move this Timask without disturbing it in a method such as this? And I cast mold earth to harmlessly move just a bit of earth and anything in it. Just whoop.
She says,
If the roots aren't very deep, then probably.
Alright, so how many Timasks does she have?
it's more or less that she has. It's less that she has the actual mushroom, and
Oh.
more just the gas itself.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
The gas is good too. I want the gas also.
She has like I'll say they're more like vials with
So,
stoppers.
for the purposes of using it in combat, is it one of the things where I unleash it
throw
and then
it?
it takes place with a 5-foot cube,
15-foot radius.
50-foot radius? Oh, from where I am? I'll have to throw it then.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
throw it.
you could break it.
That works too. How many does she have?
She has 3.
It's like a whole of them. How many
Tie
now?
it to
8
an
gold
arrow.
each.
Okay.
Tie it to
20,
an arrow
20,
to shoot.
24.
24. Tie it to a crossbow bolt. That might work. Actually,
Or
that's
rope.
that's not bad. Or rope.
Real
That's
advantage.
what, 24?
Yep, 24.
Oh, that's
3
nasty.
to mass.
Yeah, crossbow bolt. That's nice.
Well, no, you just chuck it and sneak attack.
Because it's a ranged weapon. It's a dex
Well, it'd be
based
1
weapon.
damage if it hits them, or nothing.
Plus
sneak
sneak
attack.
attack.
Sneak attack.
That's why blowguns and rogues are hilarious. Just,
Yeah.
blow someone's head off.
So that's 24. Okay.
It's like the beginning of Princess Mononoke.
Think man gets his arm blown. I was like, huh?
Shot off with an arrow.
He's like, what?
Both of them.
God. Shot someone's head off with
just
an
a-
arrow.
Shot someone's
flesh
head
wound.
just freaking off. No questions asked.
All right, what else you have?
2 more. Tongue of Madness. It's an edible fungus, looks somewhat like a large human tongue.
Ew.
A creature that eats the tongue of madness, whole, well, you can chew it out, must succeed on a DC 12 con save or compulsively speak aloud its every thought for the next hour.
A what
I
save?
want it.
DC 12 con.
I want it.
She says, you probably don't want to eat these, but if you have someone you don't like, you can give it to them.
There are many people I don't like.
Fucking ghetto mind reading.
Tongue of madness.
How many?
She'll have 6.
6. I'm gonna buy them all.
2 gold each, so 12.
She's like, you guys are buying all of my mushrooms. Thank you.
You're very welcome. They're very useful to us. What's it called again?
Tongue of madness.
Tongue of Madness.
T-O-M.
Tongue. Oh, madness.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Lastly, torch.
Times 6. And how much are they?
2 gold each.
2 gold each. 12.
So, lastly is torch stock. A 1-2-2 foot tall mushroom, so 1 or 2 feet, with a combustible cap. A single torch stock burns for 24 hours once lit. But she says that some of the torch stock, you can't tell, grow funny inside of them. And if you light those ones, which you can't really tell what's what until
They're
they're cut
explode.
open, they could ignite and explode.
Okay.
She said some of them can grow funny where the combustible part goes deeper into the whole stock.
That one I will not take.
You guys are glad that you guys are lucky. You better be glad that she's telling you the information that you guys wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, you guys are gonna blow up now if you take it, kind of thing.
So,
What is the likelihood of them growing funny, as one would say?
I'd say it's about 1 in 6 chance. She says.
Would you be able to check for this stock without damaging the fungi?
Not really. That's why I don't. So they're cheap. I don't. If people need them, I'll sell them. But they're only give me. I'll only offer a silver.
How harmful is it if they explode?
Yes, DM. How much damage does it do?
She'll.
if I tie a bundle of them together and light them and chuck them.
Some of them are probably gonna go on.
Exactly.
It's not a huge explosion. I'll tell you that.
Okay.
She'll say like. I've seen it. She'll say like I've seen it
TNT shrooms.
Make some people fall down and get knocked out, but I don't think it'll kill anyone by itself.
Okay.
I guess. I have 2 more questions.
Yeah.
Do you know? How would I put?
I think that's it for her mission. Yeah.
Do you know much magic besides the trick with the lions?
I know a lot of magic.
Do you have a spell to help you find these mushrooms?
Ooh.
Specifically, I'm asking if she knows the spell Commune with Nature.
What level spell is that?
Fuck, I think it's a 3rd level spell.
It's a druid spell.
I believe
Or ranger.
So. I believe Drew.
Also, how many of the exploding ones does she have?
She has 10. Oh, she has 2 more mushrooms as well, but she has 10 of those. I'll get to the other 2 later.
How much are
Oh
they?
fuck, no, never mind.
Silver each. So a gold for all of them.
I'll buy all of them.
All the torch stocks.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll find a use for
She'll
them.
put them in like a big bundle for you. Like she'll
Yeah.
wrap them up with like a string.
Never mind.
I'll find a use for
She'll
them.
say you can like take them out one at a time. But,
Commune with Nature's 5th level.
no, she would not.
Yep.
have that.
But,
What about any spells? Are there any spells you know as, say, rituals that you'd be willing to teach someone?
She'll say.
Can I persuade her for that?
I could. I don't have much gold, but I do. Again,
I can
could
pay.
craft. I could make tools that you might need.
She's also very good at tools.
She's gonna ask, are any of you fey creatures?
Are you a fey creature?
No.
I honestly don't know.
No.
She looks up at the Drider.
Seems like their surface version used to be fey, right?
Surface elves.
Oh, yeah.
she'll look down and say, well, I don't think I could teach anyone that stuff then.
Actually, why can't you teach? Because we're not elves? Is that what you're saying?
You aren't Fae.
In her defense, she is a very talented individual. Would you at least give it a shot? And I'll persuade her if you want me to.
Can I get some money for it?
Good. Yeah, sure. How much do you want? 20 gold? Something like that?
Sure.
Probably 20 gold.
Okay. Pocket that.
Okay.
So, what do you want to...
Because you have the feat, don't you? You have the ability to...
I have the fucking invocation. If it is a ritual spell, I can learn it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll tell you what she is, and then you probably can just know. Or I'll tell you one thing. Any spell that is a level 7 Spore Druid can learn, she has it.
7 Spore Druid.
I'll let you get that much.
1/4 level spell?
Yeah, 1/4 level spell.
Oh, 1/4 level spell. Okay, you guys carry on. I'll figure things out.
Okay. What are the last 2 mushrooms she has?
Pygmywort and Bigwig. What?
I'm putting on a hat or wig animation in my head. My animation. Oh.
Yeah.
IRL.
She'll say they both. So actually, I need a real description of them because it's not in this part of the book.
But they also call movement.
So she
This
pulls out
animation
jars.
sucks.
She pulls out jars, more jars. Inside each of them, there's only one mushroom, like a dry mushroom, and it rattles around. Inside there's pink phase wrists trapped in the jar. It looks like. She says, these normally can't survive an area without phase wrists, so I have to take some with me. To capture them.
I have a question, Dan.
Yeah.
If you were to break said jar while someone was casting a spell, would that fuck with them?
It's a very small amount. I don't think it would.
Okay.
It has to be like all around you for it to fuck with you.
Okay.
So Bigwig and Pygmywort. It's in a different part of the book. Hopefully I can find it. So Pygmywort is a short stem topped by a blue cap. Each one grew about only 1 inch tall. So it's tiny. Consuming a Pygmywort, just say, it makes you become really small.
Ooh.
It says it's similar to one of those reduced spells.
Oh, is Bigwig and Pygmywort, is it enlarge and
It's
reduce?
the opposite.
Can we have it, please?
She has 2 of each.
How much are they?
They're pretty rare. I've only seen them grow in the Dwergar cities.
Okay.
She says she'll sell them to you for 50 gold a pop.
50 gold a pop. Okay,
They're
now,
really hard to find.
Now you're actually putting a dent in my wallet.
They're pseudo potions.
I can do it.
How much do you have?
She says if you eat more than one in a sitting,
Oh.
it won't do anything other than the first time.
I have 281 left.
I'll take one. I'll take one of each.
Okay.
And you can
I'll
get
also take one of each.
I believe the duration is the exact same as the real spell.
It's just enlarged spell or reduced spell, but no concentration, huh? None of any kind. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, I'll also take one of each.
So you each have 1 Pygmywort and 1 Bigwig.
Okay, I know what ritual spell I want.
What?
So druids can prepare spells.
Yeah.
Locate animals or plants. 2nd level spell.
Yeah, it's probably what she uses all the time anyway.
Oh yeah. Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, I guess she would be able to teach it to you, maybe. At least with your, cool book of knowledge might help. I don't know.
I have the invocation.
Or that.
Yeah, the invocation to any ritual spell.
It would take a while to teach it to you, I think.
I'm
Time.
looking up the rules
Does
for
it
it.
consume anything as well?
Yeah, rare inks.
It consumes it, or you just need it?
It consumes it. That's why a certain amount of gold. That's why I was asking. And again, I have 3 gold pieces, but again, any tools she might need, or tools, objects, anything that can be smithed.
She'd like a
woven.
healer's kit.
Okay,
If you can make that.
I can't make it, but I have one.
I mean, you can ask for gold from someone else, maybe, if they were willing to give it to you.
Yeah.
I can give you gold.
The Drider didn't have any gold or anything on him.
Fuck him.
Just let you know.
He's literally a spider on the ceiling.
Julieta doesn't have any armor at all yet because Petra didn't make it yet, and she's basically wearing drow burlap, which ends up being spider silk, shitty quality spider silk. Like you've got the good, like Chinese silk, and then you've got like whatever the fuck the low quality version of that is.
That's a funny thing. His nice shirt is made from that same terrible silk. It's just got amazing craftsmanship.
Yeah, I like it. You're giving the masterwork person shitty material. Listen, what?
So each level of spell takes 2 hours and 50 GP of rare inks.
Okay.
I
The
have...
inks is regardless of the actual spell itself.
Yes.
Weird.
No, because inks is just for copying
Oh,
down the spell count.
okay.
I have 50 GP on me. I would need another 50 GP. If she has that, then we can make transactions.
I don't know if she has enough Ormu to compensate for the inks.
GP?
Gold.
I has gold.
But she might not have enough to make 50 GP with the
I
inks.
understand.
Yeah.
How much can she make?
Says she has like 25 gold of Ormu left.
Damn.
She doesn't have enough to make.
Yeah.
So what is this? So that's to copy it. The spell itself, the ritual, needs what else as well? More ink?
What do you mean?
Does the ritual spell consume anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. To locate that?
Locate plant and animal.
Yeah.
Can't grab that. Fuck. I don't think I can grab anything then.
Okay.
Damn.
Try to find more Ormu in the next city you're in then. Or other inks. Like, drow have, like, ways to the surface. Like, you know that, Lav. How you were captured.
Yeah.
So, they can, like, surface things are luxurious and foreign to them, so they might, like, hoard that shit.
Do you have suggestion? I'll just have to fucking learn it from Adagio next time I see him.
Do you have inks? No. Oh, not special inks.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
like spell
and
ink.
not much left.
We
And
got Ormu.
there's only one thing I've been inspired to paint since being down here.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like the lights, the light rocks in the cave.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, I could learn a first level from her.
I say the cave, like this whole place isn't a cave,
Yeah.
but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah?
You have the invocation to just detect magic whenever you want, right?
No, I don't have that yet.
You don't have that yet?
Still picking what you
The
want.
ones that I have, I have.
Unfortunately, there's not just like a list of ritual spells.
No, I have
Yeah.
Devil Sight. I'm not actually a warlock.
Okay.
When I write my spells in my spell list on the sheet, I write like R for ritual all the time, or like action ACT, or like B ACT for just so I know it's a bonus or action.
I got all kinds of notes like that. It's just like spells I don't have yet.
Yeah.
It's just, I think Fell took to detect magic.
I think he has been doing that. Maybe. I can't remember.
Well, I have the spell detect magic, not the invocation.
Yeah.
He has double sight. I know that.
I think I'll save my inks then.
Okie doke. So
well.
that's really all Magillus offers.
You still got some mushrooms growing in your vial.
So it looked like she was like, before you guys talked to her, she was carving something out of a mushroom, and it looked like she was taking the what is it? I'll say she's taking an inedible part of like the cap of one of the mushrooms off of it, so you can eat the stalk or something, one of the edible stalks. Are we gonna do anything else with this whole situation?
Ready to go.
She has a fire going. She's had a fire going here.
All right,
I would
so
like to
she's
give
like
her
that.
the most respectful bow possible.
Okay.
So,
What do you learn with your
She's not gonna
sensei?
follow us.
Like the most respectful bow possible.
Before we go, I'm gonna ask her, does she know anything about how to prepare these particular poisonous mushrooms or affect mushrooms in different forms. Like specifically, what I want to do is if I would be able to put the reduced mushroom and put it into like a liquid and put it on my blade.
It has to be eaten whole.
That has to be eaten. Okay, so some things are like that. I understand.
Yes.
Okay, so
It
we
has to
have
be eaten?
we have mushrooms.
Yeah, it has to be eaten.
She gave me information about how to find mushrooms and how to harvest them.
I think she's gonna give you a couple more tips.
Okay.
I need to find the entry for fungus in here.
We know the general direction of the grove from Bleeding Stone, and we can get information on where to get to Alroma Coast from there.
We should write notes down that we know how to get to Aramacos from the Grove, right?
Yeah, isn't there like a fungus section in the monster manual?
Would it be in the monster manual?
There is. Yep. So she's gonna mention watch out for shriekers and violet fungus.
Can you give us a description of their
Yeah.
physical description?
Yeah. Shrieker is a human-sized mushroom that emits a piercing screech to drive off creatures that disturb it. Other creatures can usually use the fungi as an alert system.
Okay.
Mush Drake.
They look like brown stalks, gray caps with holes throughout them
Okay.
to emit sound.
Does it hurt you?
No.
Alright.
But it does alert things
Okay.
of your presence. And then violet fungus is a purplish mushroom that has feelers that come out of it. Like
Try to slap you?
tendrils. Yeah, and they can touch if they touch you at all, it has a similar effect to like a real life Komodo dragon.
Well, it's like,
Well, like it
bac-
just-
bacteria.
Yeah, they got really bad, gross stuff, and they can rot your flesh.
Okay.
That's the Komodo dragon.
And they're violet colored.
We're going to avoid those.
People might sometimes joke around and call them violent fungus.
Yep.
So, and anytime she's like describing these mushrooms or like things about them, Petra writing it down.
Right.
Yep. Cataloging.
Okay. That's most of what Magillus has to offer.
So how do we go back to the carriage with our horde without looking suspicious as hell?
I tell them we're fine.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
She was just a drowned merchant.
I forgot how hard the supremacy was.
Well, the thing I was going to say was, looking at the dealings, that is a very powerful hag. She would not make a very good slave. We decided to trade with her, and we'll be on our way.
Let's not mess with her.
Yes.
I mean, she could be a hag. She said mention Fae.
Yeah.
She's in the mush.
So then basically, we'll say farewell, goodbye. Hopefully, we'll see you again. Thank you for the mushrooms.
That is the way to go, I think. Mention she's just a fucking powerful hag, and
Yeah.
we should leave before she decides we don't.
Yeah. Thank you for the mushrooms. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you for the directions.
It's always good meeting artists.
And I take out a flute, play a little.
She's excited. She's like, yes. She likes it.
I play a little ditty.
She says,
I wish I could inspire you like I used to be able to, but circumstances have happened.
Perhaps one day we will find that ability of yours once again. I am certainly very interested in it.
I'm going to take that into account.
Okay. She's gonna say,
Find Magilus' inspiration.
that sounds like a fucking cool quest name or
Yeah.
like description. Find her inspiration.
I imagine this is the time when the NPC, we've exhausted every dialogue option.
More,
Yeah.
Look through the inventory.
more or less.
Go ahead, click previous options just real quick to make sure we got everything right.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're done. We got what we need. We're going to head on back. I'll tell.
Would you like to rest here? I still have a fire going. We can play songs.
I'm unfortunate. I think we should be on our way.
Alright.
It was very nice meeting you, though. Miss Magilus.
She'll extend a hand for a handshake. Like goodbye.
I give a handshake.
No Persona 4 thing going on.
Can you see her hand?
No, it's wrapped
Is it
up
gloved?
in like Karate Kid.
Yeah.
It's okay, I'm also
I take your glove and I tear it off. What does your skin look like?
I will say, make me a perception check though.
Oh,
I'm gonna have her.
It's amazing how this woman is masked
Nope.
and she's still far more
That's,
honest than I find Luke to be.
that's the point. It's 11.
11. Is anyone else?
I rolled a
gonna check her
2. I rolled a
She's
DM.
gonna
I rolled a
shake
DM
your
too.
hand.
I'll shake her hand, but I respect her far more than looking at her, so...
Okay.
She's fine as
then
she
never
is.
mind. She's very... Her hand is not particularly warm, but not cold.
Can she tell that mine is furry?
Yeah. She doesn't care.
That's
So
awesome!
something else that's useful is now that I've spoken to her for over a minute,
like her
I can
even
copy
more.
her accent
Yep.
if I ever
Copy her
need to.
Yeah. Not her voice, but her accent.
Her accent.
Okay.
Specifically, the mastermind thing says you can make yourself sound like somebody from a different land, which is an accent essentially
Yeah, pretty much. Okay, cool.
for a different region or area or place.
She was pretty tall. She was like
Everyone's tall to me.
6'1".
She's taller than
lady.
me. She's way taller than me. She's like 6 inches taller than me.
Everyone is taller than me. Hey, how tall is Luke?
He's only 5'8".
Still taller than me.
Still taller than me.
She looms above Petra.
Yeah.
All right, so we should be on our way. I'll call Virith,
Zero.
Huh?
Zerith,
Zero.
or no, Zerith.
0.
Bug boy!
Back down and says, "Yes, that was from my deduction, was a very powerful hag. Would
His eyes go wide.
That would not make a good slave. We did some trading to appease her. We should leave right now."
Taking Hall to the
Yes,
carriage.
it would be best to leave, I think. Yes.
And so,
I carry the
slaves,
bags.
get back in the carriage.
Like carrying these
Get back
bags,
in there.
mushrooms and stuff. I'm gonna make myself a chicken fucking sandwich once I get the chicken mushroom sandwich.
Spicy chicken.
A spicy
chicken mushroom sandwich.
A spicy chicken mushroom tofu
You're
sandwich.
so right.
You're like so happy to be eating something other than tofu.
Yep.
You have the most vitamins in the Underdark now.
Oh my, yeah.
The most nutrition.
Okay, we pack up all our stuff and we're on our way.
Where's the...
Hey,
there's-
I make multivitamin Nutribricks.
Yeah, and then Nodulus brought the flavor.
Yeah, yeah.
You just take all the mushrooms and like throw them in the cart, and Yulieta's like,
Actually, she'll notice the mushrooms and she'll be like...
Oh, she gets a sandwich. She gets a chicken sandwich
She's
too.
like, oh...
I've got more than enough.
What was there a nice fungal field or something growing?
A fungal person.
a walking one, yeah. Well, I'm not saying that to you. I was, you tell her that.
Yeah, we met a lady with a mask. She was selling mushrooms. We bought
A
mushrooms.
lovely merchant.
Stop talking. Stay in your carriages, slaves.
She'll whisper to you so that it's hard to hear on the outside, like, is the Drider thing still there?
Yeah, it's still there. We haven't found anything nasty to kill him off yet.
Gar, that's unfortunate.
Gar.
Gar.
Dwarf.
Yarr.
Okay. Moving on.
Moving on.
So you speed past Magulus, she gives you another wave.
When the Drider's not looking at us,
You can't tell if she's smiling or not, 'cause
Yeah.
she has a mask on.
So you're back. Are you still? Wait, are you still?
No,
there?
I'm waiting for my disguised self to run out.
Oh my god.
Cause it doesn't say you can dispel it. It just lasts an hour.
I was gonna mention if you got your good perception, you would have seen like maybe a lock of hair come out in the front of the mask.
No.
No.
I rolled a 2.
Yeah. No good.
She was a nice lady. She didn't try to kill us.
I wanted
Yeah.
to point out. Actually, I guess Luke wouldn't say that. Never mind. Because that's me talking.
Okay. So, a few days go by. Lav, are you going to be doing anything with those paints you got? Are you going to be painting a picture in this here? Or
I would like to paint plenty of things
Are you going to do it now or later?
later.
Okay. 'Cause it's a bumpy ride too. Uneven stone ground.
Yeah, no. I'd like to paint in a place that's high where I can see much landscape.
Yeah.
But that's not a thing.
Right. Okay. Continuing on, you guys get close to, or I'll say that Luke, you're back to being a drow.
Yes, I'm
You're like,
back
I am
to
my
being
normal
a drow.
form, Drider.
My normal form. Yes.
You
Yes.
come upon you hear water, and then you come upon a stream that crosses right in your path.
Okay.
It goes to darkness on either side of the stream, but if you can cross over it if you could. You can keep going forward, and it goes up.
How-
At a 45-degree angle.
How deep is it?
You don't know. It's fast though, and width-wise, like across, it's like 40 feet.
Okay.
And it's like a rapid river
Is it
underground.
any mushrooms in your bag?
There's Oh, I'll say that on the walls.
Specifically, are there any mushroom trees nearby?
Yeah.
No Zerkwood. I'll say that on the walls though, there are what are they called here? Where are they? There are blue caps growing out of the wall, which is the spore bread mushroom.
Twice now. I'm gonna grab.
And the ground here is getting a lot more loose and broken,
Like soil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or at least a layer of it, and then there's still stone underneath. They're not like sinking.
I can make us a bridge.
I'm about to say, like, how much... I was going to say, if you could ask us if you can make us a bridge.
Would it be enough for the whole cart and millipede to go
Millipede?
across?
Yeah.
Pretty sure she can.
If we have dirt,
Yeah, there's a little bit of dirt around here.
I have mold earth.
Okay.
Even if it takes us a few hours, you could still do it.
Mold earth is cantrip.
Oh, it's a cantrip.
Oh my gosh!
Oh.
The Drider is going to go on the ceiling and go past it and go
Okay.
on down
Yeah, there you
and
go.
scout ahead for you.
Good. Well done.
Oh my god, this is so great.
Gosh. My mind is going places with this dominatrix thing.
Luke the Dominatrix.
So, fucking hell.
That's one of the ways that I've depicted him is like he's very adaptable. He will act however he needs to act to
So-
get something done.
So, like, what? So it's just like this blue cap mold. How much is there?
It's a little mushroom stock, actually. I'll say there's about a dozen or so. On just like a 5 on this side of the wall, 7 on the other side, where the river is.
Okay. And the river is
40 feet
40
across.
feet?
Maybe if you traveled down the 2 tunnels either side of the river, there might be more mushrooms in there.
Oh, so we're like going forward. Our
It's like a
path.
plus, and then the river is on one side,
Okay.
and the path keeps going, but it's crossed by the plus.
Should we explore around for more materials? I could.
I would suggest we explore more of the river before we continue.
Okay.
We could go one way. I could send my familiar the other.
Oh, you're not earshot. Okay, yeah, go ahead and do that.
So I send familiar one way.
The
And
bat down the way?
Yep.
It keeps going for like 200 more feet. Just in this like winding little
That's
tunnel.
outside of looking range.
Yep. So imagine it reaches its tether and it's like out of signal range.
What
Return to base.
Oh, it's good. It sounds good staticky.
Yeah.
Like the batarang, if you throw it too far, the remote controller.
I am capable of making a bridge. I just need, again, materials.
Can't Petra float herself too?
Yeah, I can fly.
Okay, it doesn't help anyone else though.
Yeah. I'm trying to be party focused.
Yeah.
I can convert. How do I put this? The spell I use. It's very useful for making things, but the size of the thing I can make is restricted by how hard the material is. Stone, it could only be yay big, and I indicate basically around 5 feet area. But if it's made of things like wood, it can be much bigger. 10 feet or 8, maybe cubes that are 5 feet
Okay.
or so.
Okay.
Also, Ryan, how long have we been recording?
3 hours.
So it's almost time to.
After you get past this obstacle, I'll cut it.
Almost time to snip it,
Yeah, to the next
then
episode.
restart.
And if that fails, I could move earth and make an earthen bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
So
So there's like, it's not all earth, it's like pockets of like earth around.
yeah, that's
Like
fine.
a smothering here that maybe goes deep into the wall or here on the ground, maybe in one spot.
That's the beauty.
Peppered.
I can do like a 5x5 cube of dirt at a time.
Yeah.
And so it's just like, okay, all the dirt from there, all the dirt from there, and just so basically just sweep it into a pile, push it into the river.
But you know how deep the river is.
I don't.
There's like a lot
Will
of
it
like
sink?
like water foam that's making it hard to see how deep it is. And it's also dark in here,
That's fair.
which doesn't really
Are
help.
there any rocks lying around?
Yeah, there's some loose rocks.
Like big ones? Can you move
Nothing
rocks?
bigger than like your head.
Oh.
How many are there though?
I'll say there's like 5 or 6.
God damn it. Okay.
Maybe there's some stalactites, like sharp stuff hanging from the ceiling and also the floor that you could snap off if you needed to, if they're thin enough.
So how wide is the river again?
40 feet
40 feet.
from the other
How
part of land.
long is the millipede?
Ooh, he's like 20 feet long.
Okay.
The carriage adds an extra 10.
Okay.
That's the thing. We could easily get across without the carriage. I could just float people over and we just
Yeah.
untie the
Climb.
millipede and have them climb. I don't want to abandon the carriage.
I don't want to either.
No.
Right.
Plus,
That's
much more
essential
stuff.
for our charade to continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just dirt.
So let's explore.
The problem, because we could easily just get the glider to take us across. It's just the problem is the cart.
Well, yeah, I'd say we should explore the right and left and look for.
Yeah, we should do
Okay.
that.
Okay.
We should do that.
So yeah, looking for
So
soft.
you went to the left. I'll say you went to the left with the bat, but only 200, about less than 200 feet.
Yeah.
Through the bat, would you have been able to see how much dirt would have been down that pathway?
Maybe up to him. It's
Not-
actually looking.
about the same as around here, like another few patches of it.
Okay.
5, I would say like 5 by 5 patches around the on the walls.
Okay.
It's pretty packed in there though, so it's not gonna like fall in the water.
Yeah.
Don't you have a pickaxe?
I do. That's the way to do it. Okay. We can do this the fucking slow way.
Can't you burn spell slots to move the earth in the snow in the first place?
Well, yeah, I can just stone shape,
Yeah.
but I was kind of figuring out how to do this in a little quicker. That's the slow way. Is going to take us a few hours. So that'd be stone shape, and I go 5 feet each time.
But where would you do it?
Kind of. That's the problem, because I can't just.
It still
Well, I
seems
think
to
the first thing we
cut
should
through.
do. Would you be able to make like a long rod of something so we can test how deep the water is?
Oh yeah, I could do that. I'm confident fabricate, but I'm
Will
down.
you permit me to exit the carriage?
Yes, you have my permission.
Alright.
You can tell you're kind of having fun with it. Just he's goofing off.
So you're exiting the carriage.
Yeah, you're having a wee
Drider's
bit
not
too
even.
much fun.
Drider never came back yet.
I know he hasn't. I'm doing
Right.
it. I'm doing it regardless.
I'm gonna go
And this in that case.
to the wall there and climb up it.
Okay.
Can I kick
Climb up,
us?
the river's here. You gotta climb up the side and go
Yeah.
over here.
Yeah, she has a
I'm
climb
not
speed
going
and-
over.
and she
I'm
can
not going
pause.
over. I'm just gonna kick a stalactite and try to get it to fall in the
Oh,
water, see
okay,
how
yeah.
far it goes.
You can do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a athletics check to track it off.
As you go up to, wow, you're agile.
So I'll say you do it at the most base you can of the stalactite, where you can still track it off, so it's the longest it can be.
Athletics is strength.
Yeah.
Cool.
Could she use Dex to kick the rock?
It's still a strength thing.
That's a 17.
Okay. You were able to kick a pretty tall one that's pretty thin, so it's got length to it. I'll say it's about 10 feet. It's pretty tall. It's taller than you. And it falls and it clanks on the edge of where the river and the land meet, and then it falls down. It disappears.
Oh.
10 feet. It's at least more than 10 feet.
Oh. Okay.
You,
It's way
I'll
deeper
say
than
you
I
even
was-
see like part of it floating in the water, like it gets taken away.
Okay.
If you want me to stone shape a bridge, I think I can do it in a day, maybe 2, 3 times.
This is
Yeah.
a thin piece of rock. I'd say it's not enough mass for it to sink.
Yeah.
Well,
At least it falling will have it hit. At least go as far as it can,
yeah,
and then once the momentum
Whatever
of
it
the
is.
fall,
yeah.
it'll just
Or it'll just fall on the ground somewhere,
okay.
however deep it is.
Go ahead and drop back on land.
More, you determined it's at least 10 feet or more.
Yeah.
So, should we go to the left or the right?
The one we didn't. The right didn't
The
go
right.
down.
The
The
right.
right.
Go, yeah.
The right.
So,
That or you? Who?
Let's say all of us real quick.
How do you do that?
What do you mean? Oh, it's just like river hole? Like we need a boat.
On the sides of the wall.
Or the side of the wall. Oh.
Like it's like a tunnel with just water at the bottom of it.
Oh, okay. Is the tunnel roughly round?
Eh, It's like
Okay.
it's more tall than round.
Okay.
It's like a really stretched out oval.
So what do we want to do? Stone shape? Maybe we could theoretically backtrack and look for the tree mushrooms?
We could look for some Zerkwood, but it might take a little bit.
Yeah.
And you don't know if those drow from Velkenvelv are pursuing you, by the way. They could have lost their quarry and gotten mad and tried to come after you guys.
I reckon that they aren't. Only because we met a party that was going to Velkenveld who hadn't seen any slaves. So I think it's a low likelihood.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Well, your party was the only one that came that way,
Yeah.
weren't they?
So that's what I mean. If there are pursuers, there likely aren't pursuers in our direction.
Oh, right, but I'm saying like
because
if
they
you,
met somebody else.
I'm saying if you have to turn around and do something,
Yeah.
you might be giving them more time to catch up if they are chasing you. You're not
Yeah.
sure. And you did take their mount, so it would take them still a while to get.
Yeah.
I forgot there are probably a bunch of people chasing us down.
So
Alright, let's see here for a second. The millipede, if it was by itself, could climb the wall.
Without
The problem
carriage.
is getting the carriage across.
Mhm.
What I'm thinking, what possibly we could do,
You can only float yourself, huh?
what I'm thinking we could possibly do, what we could possibly do is take most of the things out of the carriage, or just tie everything down. Waterproof it the best we can. Anything we can't waterproof, we take out.
yeah.
Have the millipede go across the thing. At the same time, one of us feeds it a rope. It pulls it across.
How fast is the river?
It's fast enough to take you away.
Or
It took away,
And if
like,
the
most
millipede
of
needs
the-
extra strength, make it bigger.
could you swim against it, or is it just no, you're gone if you
If
fall?
you
in?
had like a really strong swimming like sense, like a lizard man or something. Maybe.
Okay, so if you had a swim speed, you could fight it.
Probably.
Don't have
Okay.
some speed, but I can climb across.
What I was saying is like, could the millipede just needs to pull it across the river. It doesn't need to go straight. It just needs to like, if we just tie a rope around it, pull it into the river, let it just go down. It'll eventually hit the bank,
And then just climb back.
and then we can just pull it
back
out.
You could, if you're strong enough. Yeah.
Well, the millipede is
Yeah.
strong enough.
Yeah.
And then if we need extra strength, make it bigger. Feed it a mushroom, make it bigger.
Yeah.
I think that's the best idea to do at the moment.
Okay.
Give it a big wig.
How strong is the Drider?
He can also help.
Okay, so if that's the case,
Because everybody can get across pretty much no problem.
It's
The
just the carriage.
carriage is the problem.
I can transport all the items across the cavern.
That's right, because you got your
just float
bottle.
Yep, I can.
So all we need to do is like it'll get wet, but if we just give the tie a rope around the millipede, just have it stand there. Yeah, the current will push it like at an angle
Yeah.
until eventually hits the shore, and then we can just pull it out.
Yeah.
Would you like to tie a rope to
Probably tie a
Does
few,
the
probably,
reins
probably
work?
tie a few ropes.
the carriage and the millipede?
We don't want the millipede jumping in the water.
Oh, that's right. It's going above. Got it.
Do I?
So I think we need to have a few ropes tied to the thing.
Okay.
I've got 50 feet of mine.
So are you going? Firstly, are you going to disconnect the carriage from the millipede?
Yeah.
We'll have to do that for this, yes.
Okay. Are you going to do that right now?
Okay, so I
I
think
know what you guys are doing step by step.
I kind of think we should.
Or should we explore some more before we do this?
Well, we can't really explore down the tunnels because it's just river.
Alright.
So
I mean, you
here-
don't know how far it goes till it's something else.
yeah. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we. Okay, just from an eyeballing, does it look like rope would be able to hold the carriage to the millipede if it, like, with the strength of the river? Or is it like there's a
Would the-
chance it might
Would the
break?
river break that rope with the carriage?
Oh, it's
Does it look like a possibility?
like if the carriage was underwater and the rope was tied to the millipede was on land.
I mean, like, if, like, we're trying to get the carriage across, because it's a wooden carriage, right?
Zerkwood, yeah.
Zerkwood, yeah. So theoretically it floats.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if,
at least it would float long enough to move
Oh.
40 feet across the river.
yeah. So the idea is we untie the millipede crawls over, tie the carriage, and then pull it across the river.
Yeah. You don't think that the rope would break, but if you pulled, it might. You might bang it around on the walls where the river is here.
We can fix that, can't we? Get mending?
Yeah.
But that's about it. And you might be able to you might hit it in a spot where the rope accidentally comes untied or something, but that's not very.
Do we have more than
highly
one rope?
plausible. It's not highly plausible, but it could happen.
I have a rope.
I don't have a rope.
I have a rope, but it's in my jar.
What about
Okay, so
dwarves,
I
like-
think 2 ropes would be enough.
She didn't have anything on her when she left them.
Oh, okay.
But that's the one problem is if I go in my jar, this is me going in the jar for the day.
Oh, for the day.
Yeah.
You can't come out.
No, I can come out. I just can't go back in again until I get a long rest.
So we'll just take everything out of the carriage, go in, come out with the rope.
Sounds good.
Do you want me to put all the carriage stuff into my jar?
I would say so, yes.
I have to carry it all.
I know.
Okay.
I'm aware, but
Can you toss it in the jar without going into the jar?
No.
Okay.
I broke my mind for a little bit. Do we want to use rope or do we want to use chain?
Oh, chain's
Chain
much
is
better.
nice.
Chain's way better.
Because I don't.
Both.
I use my rope and use the chain.
How
Too
heavy
nice.
is fucking chain?
Chain.
Chain.
Because basically, what I'm thinking is, we get the chain out, we get the rope out. Everybody, the millipede, we have the millipede go across. You can fly around, take us across, and also grab the chain and the rope, move it across, get the millipede, and have the millipede pull it off
And move all the stuff from inside the carriage on the other side as well.
inside her bottle.
Yeah.
Or in there, yeah.
The one thing with that is I only have 200 pounds of iron. Chain is 10 pounds. It's basically a pound a foot. So I'm making, to tie everything, probably 50 feet of chain. So that's 50 pounds of iron.
How long did that take?
10 minutes. No, that would
Wait,
actually,
it's
kind
1
of
foot
done.
per 10 pounds?
No, 1 foot per pound.
Oh, okay. 1 to 1.
So the adventuring gear, it's listed a chain that is 10 feet is 10 pounds.
Got it. So
Oh.
it would be 50, yeah.
Yeah, so
50.
I just make a fucking 50-foot chain. That's a fucking heavy chain, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think between all of us, we can help do that.
Well, if you lifted all of it at once, it would be heavy, but you'd only be lifting like a part of it.
Yeah. So,
Granted, I think it said anything you're wielding or carrying, you don't necessarily have to wear it. Just grab the chain real quick and then pop in.
oh no, I can hold it.
Oh,
That's,
okay.
I mean, just like lugging it around until I can put it back in my jar.
Oh, right.
And I don't
I
want
mean,
to.
it'll be in the carriage when we're leaving.
Yeah, but I don't want to put the carriage stuff in my jar. I'd
Oh.
rather transport that separately.
Just float it, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Float
okay.
across.
and then put it back in the carriage.
That's what I was saying before. It's like tie everything down, or at least push everything down, but we can't, and so on and so forth.
The driver comes back.
Oh yes,
Yeah, he says, "There's a gorge ahead,
the gorge.
but there is a path on the side of it that we follow. There's
Very
another,
good.
there's another path on the opposite side, like 50 feet across. Or, to make sure, 100 feet across on the other side of the gap.
Hmm.
There are a lot of fire beetles over there too.
No problem for us, correct?
Mostly harmless, just illuminates the area.
So we're doing this?
Uh,
doing this.
we were coming up with a. I have come up with a plan.
Yes.
Yeah, don't say we. You.
I have come up with a plan. So I tell him the plan. So unhook the carriage, tie everything down that we can, carry everything with us. He will need to carry us across. Millipede will direct someone will get on the millipede's back, mush across the wall.
The Drider will ask, "Where are we going, anyways? This is not the way to Menzo." This is not the most reliable since there is no bridge built here.
When we were speaking to the hag, she mentioned she was in the normal route. I do not want to be in her way any longer.
Okay. Alright.
He's asking too many questions.
Are you gonna?
Shame!
Shame! Shame!
Let's go.
Can you just? My question is, just like D&D, how much power do the drow women have? Can you just order him to not ask questions?
Probably.
We don't necessarily know.
Okay.
But
Cause like, can't you do whatever you want? It's
Like,
just like,
until somebody shows up that says I can't.
I want
Yeah.
some mushrooms in a place we're going to. Don't shut up.
Or if I have to make a roll and I slip.
Oh, you just told him to shut up. Okay, got it.
Anyway, but I think after this.
Shame.
Shame.
Alright.
Okay, just let me get my spell slots back so I can put his feet in concrete.
Alright, so millipede, we'll have the millipede crawl across.
Okay, so you want to disconnect the millipede
Yes.
from the thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to guide the millipede across.
Okay, sure.
When the millipede gets free from the carriage, it will look towards you and it's gonna start
Can it not,
walking and turning
can
around.
we not control it anymore?
Not really. I mean, you can like pull on
Just
it
give
and
him
try.
some food.
Well, it still it gives food.
You can do an animal handling check to keep it like.
Yeah.
Some food.
It's
An
gonna,
animal handling
it
check.
looks like it's about to like run off in the opposite direction like you came from, or like the direction you came from.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It looks like
So
it's like
who-
I'm free.
But
So
animal
who
handling?
has? Well, it still has reins on it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So can I just get on its back and woof this way?
I mean, it's about to like run this before you get on its back.
I'm assuming I was on its back.
Okay.
They disconnected it. I'm still having. Someone has to have the
Okay,
reins.
but
So
it's
they
like
can
trying to move,
control
but
it.
you're like, no.
Like no, this way.
Okay, so do an animal handling check.
With guidance.
With guidance.
Just
And
with,
with some, I guess we'll get some more edible mushroom, the chicken mushroom.
Yeah.
yeah, the good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
On a stick.
Does that
with
give
like
me
a
an
string.
advantage at all?
That lets you do the check better.
Okay.
I'll give you like a +2 to it. Alright. I'll make the DC
Wait, what's
lower.
your animal
I'll make
handling?
the DC lower.
Probably higher than yours.
Probably. What is it? It's
So it's +4. It's wisdom.
Wisdom? Oh yeah, yours is higher.
So I made the DC lower. because-
You're a monk.
We've gone through this.
I
It's
know.
strength and dex, not wisdom, strangely enough.
Strength for a monk?
Look at the bonus.
Oh,
stat.
good. Yes.
What?
That's a 19, 20, 21, 25.
25.
Saving throw?
I rolled 19 on the die
Is it not saving? I don't know.
with guidance.
So you're able to steer.
No, this way.
You're able to steer the millipede to crawl on the side.
On the side of the wall over the river.
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, like halfway on the ceiling, and then back down to the wall, and
Yep.
then over the river.
There we go.
You're across the river with the millipede. It wants to keep traveling. Like keep going.
Does my 25 animal handling check
Yeah,
allow me
you
to
did-
keep it the fuck still?
Hey, calm down, Bessie.
Okay.
Okay.
I will
I like this thing.
float.
I'm just gonna fucking climb across.
Yeah.
I carry.
Okay. You can just do that.
Yeah.
I haul. Do you want to fucking help me haul stuff over?
Okay, I can't do that much. That's a lot.
Well, it's just a little bit at a time.
You
So-
can float.
Yeah. Okay, fucking fine. I'll carry the bags with my golden ass collar.
I have like.
This is why I have the pretty collar.
You wanna, I don't want to have the pretty collar.
Yeah, don't let the spider hear that. Fuck it up.
You can't understand me anyway.
It's the
Silent slaves!
I
Driver's
float.
like, what is going on?
I float the fucking. Just start.
You tie the chain around and tie the rope around that I gave you. Or
Yeah,
you're trying
I
to moving around.
Go
Okay.
into my bottle, fabricate a chain,
Okay.
pop out.
Minus 50 iron.
Yep. No, I legit have this all
Good.
like RTS style.
Okay. Is it crafting material?
No, I literally have a fucking crafting materials page with the facilities I have. So good.
Okay. You attach the chain and a rope, you said?
Yeah, because just double extra
To the-
extra to the carriage, and then she'll grab the end, float across, attach it to the millipede.
Like, just wrap it around his body?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know
I don't know what kind of sound millipede to make.
That's it. That's
None.
what it is.
Yeah, I don't think so. Hey, just no, stay still. Stay still for a second.
Alright. Let's give this millipede a tug of war roll
Okay.
with advantage.
So it needs to athletics, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, he's making a fucking check. Fucking oh god,
He's
guy,
like,
boy.
we give him a hug.
He's my boy. He's a D4.
That is, I'd say enough. But there's one complication. As the carriage is rolling now, and it starts to fall into the river and float and go across, making a big splash. It goes across, and as it's being, the wheels side don't hit the
bottom.
the wall to climb up the other side of the river.
Okay.
It's the top of
Drider, grab it. Get it out.
Starts dragging the top of the carriage onto the wall.
Get it out. Get it. Drider.
He's gonna try pulling. He can't flip the whole carriage this way.
Help him out, slave.
Float over and try and pull, and if I can't right it, then minimize
Yes, dwarf
damage.
slave, help him out as well. I'm commanding everybody to help dig it out of the river. It's getting on the shore now, right?
Well, okay. So it goes between where they stand on the edge of the river and the river. It's like a few feet down.
Okay.
How many feet?
I'll say 10 feet.
10 feet?
It's like a bigger than a person.
Oh.
So it's like climbing up that wall where the river is.
How
like,
tall is the Drider? Could he stand in the middle of the
like-
river?
8 feet tall.
So we can. Okay.
You don't know how deep it is. You never determined that.
10 feet.
Like in the water?
Could you do it? What's the range of your
Alright.
stone
It's
shape?
stuck
Could you
in the
like
water?
just quickly rise it up real quick?
Or is it?
I'll draw this for you.
Yes,
Stone shape
please.
is touch,
Oh, it's touch.
but I'm flying right now.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Or is
hovering
it-
right
or
now.
is
You
there-
could like quickly rise it above the water real quick, and we could keep going, I guess.
Or is this like a space in which there's no water?
Okay, so basically,
It's like up against the wall like this.
basically
going
what,
up.
what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, if that makes sense.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna climb down the side and like try to unjam it.
Wait, what? How's it
Okay.
jammed?
Here. So, this is where you came from. There's the
Yep.
river here. There's
Okay.
10 feet of here.
Okay, yeah.
It's right here grinding up.
Oh, it's
Yes.
not. Oh, the
Yeah.
water isn't level with the shore.
No.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
10
I
feet
was
down.
I was
misunderstanding.
not aware of that.
I'm
These
gonna
are-
climb down the side and just unjam it.
These are
Yeah,
the
you
kind
could-
of
you could just-
details we need.
So you could just stone shape and
So
rise
yeah,
it
you
up.
can.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah,
it.
you can just make
Yep.
like a little ramp
Just-
or something.
Yeah, just.
Is that the spell slot then?
Yep, that's my other spell slot.
Okay, you can do that without. Okay, good.
Yeah.
If you didn't do that, you might have lost a wheel.
Okay.
So, or at least it would have fell in the river or something.
Do I have
Broke.
lumber? I don't think I have lumber.
Ooh.
We need
Give me a stone wheel.
Could be stone wheel. It's like we're going back in
I
time.
think caveman hours.
The one thing I've never created.
Okay.
Stone shape.
Yep. It's. I say that generally fixes it, and writes it. So
Woohoo!
the last thing you have to do is just take the contents of the carriage across, which you can do in like 5 minutes.
Easy peasy, and then put it back in the carriage.
So when you float or levitate, you look like a big dusty person.
Well, I just imagine, the dust just keeps me company.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be there. But I imagine, like dusts and rock, like a little bit of dust and rocks, like might float around me a little bit, and
That's
then
cool. That's cool.
just float around.
Like the vortex under your feet kind of look, or no?
Like more like around me in general, but it's a very faint.
An orbit.
A little bit.
Okay.
Like, a little bit like, fucking when someone powers up in a fucking anime and, like, rocks start floating, but they just sort of follow me a little bit.
Okay.
Just,
Okay, you guys make it across. The Strider is good. Julieta is. How's Julieta gonna get across?
it's very,
Drider would grab her and take her over.
it's very
You're
lazy.
gonna tell her to do that? She doesn't like that. She's gonna scream.
Or she
I-
can, or she can
She's
grab her
gonna
instead.
scream.
I have 12 strength. I might be able to carry her. Just
12 strength?
12 strength. Which, fuck, what's carry weight? It's like 15 times strength score.
Okay.
So that's...
She's a big lady.
It's not that big.
Wow.
15 times
12.
12?
Yeah. Wait, is it really that much?
Yeah, that's carry weight. That's what you can
Yeah,
carry.
What's that?
10 times 12. It's 180.
Oh, that's not. She's probably weighs a little bit more than that.
Really?
Yeah. She's
Well,
wide and
Drider, I'm gonna have to say, slave, let the Drider take you across.
Oh, okay.
Make it convincing.
Performance.
I'm not saying if she happens to scream, it makes it more convincing. For
Yeah,
me.
yeah, okay. The Drider will do so. He has 16 strength. Yeah, he can lift her. She's not going to be happy about it at all.
Yeah, well, you get to cross the thing.
The Drider looks at her and gives her like a as well. Just to
I'm like,
yeah, you do it, bro. Okay.
I'm cautiously floating.
Under to catch?
Yeah, under the
Good.
catch, just in case.
Okay. You guys all make it across. This Drider is really weirded out by this whole group doing what it's doing.
when we're done, I'll point out to him. Do you see how useful this slave is? You see, I have broken this one. She will obey me completely.
Fucking gestures towards me. I just like
Yeah.
flinch.
Do you see how useful this one is?
Points to
Bob's
the.
just gonna like roll her
What's the
eyes
lab?
under her fucking.
You roll her eyes so far back it comes back to the other side.
I don't think it works like that. There's like a tube somewhere that will get tangled.
She makes it work.
The Drider uses one of its spider legs to point at Lav, and it'll be like, but what about
That one.
What
still
about this
needs-
one?
That one still needs some work.
Unflinching
He'll mention
and defiant.
they
But she knows that she'll live if she goes this way.
they don't yet have brands. Why is that?
Maybe mines.
Do the thing. Shame.
No.
Shit. Oh, do the thing. Oh, the minor illusion, but the brands are hidden and stuff. It's magic.
I flinch even more and start scratching at it.
Okay. Why hide them? You need to display it proudly.
I'm trying to.
He'll even point to his own.
I can't even understand you guys, but I totally know what I'd say here.
You can say something in common real quick. I'll yell at you, but you can say it to me. Oh,
Well,
no,
I
you
can't
can't
understand
understand
him.
what you're saying. You can't understand what you're saying.
I don't even like these that much, but I want one. You've been staring at me the whole time.
I know, right? I've been eyeballing them too.
Why hide them?
It's a good way to show that they are part of your house's property.
It is. They're part of my house, but they're not entirely mine yet. If that we'll finish that when we get there.
Or maybe I'm on loan to you. And
Or
that's
on loan. I like that too. That's better actually. That's better on loan.
From who?
From.
Oh, someone very important.
Didn't we have a name from?
The lady. What's her name?
Because like,
someone else from Mizrim.
Ovara?
Yeah.
Because like, if I'm a totally obedient slave that can do what I do, I probably belong to someone way above your pay grade.
What's that?
Do I need more persuasion or something or what?
In a minute, hold on. Let's say Ilvara would brand them too.
Hmm.
What's the issue?
You fucked yourself up with that
I
one.
mean, shame? Is it shame? Time for shame?
Mistress, is it time to squash the spider?
In common.
If so,
Let's
simply
see, wouldn't they brand them? She wasn't able to brand them before they escaped. This is a temporary brand until we get them to their full houses. I brought them back with my
Persuasion.
with my retinue
Deception.
before we were killed by Umber Hulks. Don't fail me now. Oh yeah, 25.
This is too quick to guidance. So
We'll take that as honesty from you.
Okay, what I would have said is I find them prettier that way.
Yeah.
End of conversation.
again, gaudy ass cat collars.
Yeah, like
Cat collar.
yeah,
I was gonna say something, but it's too vulgar.
it's too.
All right, so basically, while we get situated, I'm gonna explain to you guys. My plan is we'll explore this gorge for a moment. Then we'll squash the bug.
if so, could you tell him to stand still and let me cast a spell on him?
Okay. Yes. So
Oh,
let's.
how big is he? Is he a large or medium creature? Large. Okay.
So I'd say we'll take a rest first.
Yeah.
Short rest, so you can get your spell slots back.
Oh, I can just chill in the. If it's an hour to the gorge, then I can just give myself.
How long is it to the gorge?
3 minutes.
We'll rest for an hour. It's time. We've been on all day. It's time for a rest.
What do you need from them?
He'll nod. He'll make a dancing lights.
Oh, snip,
Okay.
snip,
Break time.
snip.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll take a break and we'll come back.
Take a break while our characters take a break.
Yay.